Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Trap nigga with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just tryna get it, I ain't tryna die. She got a big ol' on your booty, make the world cry. In the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Hold them bands down, hey, hold your mans down. Hey. Who told you come around? Who? That's that trap sound. Designer, clothes, fashion, shows, trap, house, made it, gold. Control the bag now, no need to brag now. No need. Hey, put the mask down, we living fast now. Finest, old, finest, rose, we can go, keep watching me when Bob still keep real and fame. Dance with my dogs in the nighttime.
How cute!
I love my new little glitter slides.
I got a new pair of tweezers today, and I'm really happy.
Hey, real talk. Can we change the name of the show to Angry White Women with Blonde Hair? Can we change that? You want to call it that?
I don't want to be angry today,
No.
Michael.
What's that? What's that?
I'm betting I don't got a debt. You crawl for you ball, you can ball every week. All my dogs on the wall, we gon' ball when you free. Stop watching me.
Johnny heartbroken.
Life's Monopoly. Go give me some land and some property. AP, Rose.
Johnny heartbroken.
Whip up the soda. Diamonds on steroids.
Heartbroken.
Yeah, that's about what?
I don't know, you look sad.
I got a story to tell you, but I'll wait until.
I bet he had a date with this girl, and she was like, "Come on, John, come on, let's just fuck one time, John. Come on, I won't tell nobody." It's like, nuh-uh, that's not what Jesus said. And then now,
I don't think.
she's
Do you
fucking
think
his
Jesus
roommate.
was a virgin?
Dude, I don't know, probably. Me only made it to 33.
I doubt it.
I was a virgin when I was 33.
There's nothing about Jesus being a virgin. There's only his mom.
Well, his mom definitely did not virgin. She had James. James was the Apostle James was his brother. You guys think I make these Bible jokes because they're jokes? I used to be in ministry for a while.
No, you were not.
I believe you know what you're talking about, but were you really a minister? No lie.
No, I was in a Christian ministry in college. I wasn't a minister.
Oh. For what, like non-dominational or just like?
Yeah. It was I was in a black fraternity in college.
Oh, yeah.
Do step shows. It was an all-black fraternity. I was the only non-black member of the fraternity, but it was step shows.
Hey, how'd you get in if you weren't black?
Yeah.
How did that work?
It was a Christian fraternity. I mean, nobody who wasn't black had ever tried to get in before. So
Got you.
I was the first one to try to get in, and they loved me, so we did it. Oh wait, what is this song?
Because you're you and you're like, oh, it's Helen.
They didn't know I wasn't black. When I shaved my head, they couldn't tell that I wasn't mixed because I was bald. They didn't know. So I was like, all right, whatever, let's do it.
Pictures.
And then they would see me hoop, and they'd be like, yeah, definitely. Me definitely grew up in the hood. I dropped that big old booty on you. You are not getting around me.
Wanna know me since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot, got super hot. Hey, give me my respect.
Andy, you want to do the open?
I just took it left like I'm ambidex. I moved through London with the Euro step. Got a sneaker deal
and I ain't breaking a sweat.
Catch me cause I'm gone.
Lovely.
I go from 6 to 23 like I'm LeBron.
Serving up a pack. Pulling gimmicks cause they scared of rap. Funny how they shook.
So I just want to go ahead and shout
Pulling
out
back
to
the curtain by myself. Take a
my
look.
future ex-wife. Happy anniversary, baby.
I'm a hard hitter. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dart.
This is the day we met.
I'm a tall.
Did I make that up?
I'm an unforgiving wild.
Am I making that up?
Something wrong with him. Got him all bitter. I'm a
exactly
winner. I'm a grave digger.
It was a year ago.
I am what I am.
Really?
I don't have no time for no misunderstanding.
It's a year ago today. We're going to talk about it. We're in our every week we're going to have a fuck COVID segment. And today's fuck COVID segment, we're going to show Babes in Toilet.
Oh, my God. Well.
Oh, what?
It's a rolling, not a stop. Watch it, don't never stop.
Except it's going to stop right now because we got to start the show. All right. Headquarters. is Cindy. I don't know who's behind the Hooked on Fashion thing, but let's go ahead and there you go. All right. So here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start recording. No, that's the
glitch. So now anytime I try to like upload a video, it puts this ugly ass filter on the last screen. And I'm like, I have really crisp and pretty video. And I'm gonna pop the fuck off about a girl when we go live because
you're going live now. Go, Candy. Go. 1, 2, 3, go. Keep talking.
Okay, so this bitch, I'm not even gonna say her name because she's irrelevant like that and hashtag no free shout outs. But this bitch, so my friend introduced her, never personally met this bitch in person, but I've always been polite. I've given her business a shout out, you know, because I'm all about female empowerment, but shave your armpits, bitches. And so I've been nothing but nice to this girl. She's like, she doesn't really have much on Instagram as far as followers, and she's okay at TikTok. Like I have friends that have way more than her, but we were just being cool. I was like asking her questions about TikTok because she seemed like she knew about the app a lot more. So I asked her yesterday morning, I said, hey, are you having this problem where it's putting this ugly ass filter on the last screen? Like you're allowed to edit the video and it's a nice crisp color. I have a brand new iPhone 12 and then it takes it to last screen and it puts this ugly ass filter on it. Like I asked her that over text. This bitch replies at 6 o'clock last night being a fucking bitch. And here's what she says. Excuse me, I know we're not supposed to be cussing that much, but fuck this chick. So she responds back as if I'm the dumbest person in the world. And she's like, well, it's because you're not using the app features. You're not filming in the app. I was like, well, why would I take a shitty app camera and not use my actual good brand new phone camera? Makes no GD sense. None. No, I'm going to use this bad boy and let that app degrade it a little bit versus using your shitty one in the app. Makes no sense. So then she starts hitting me with, well, it's psychology and marketing and analytics. It's just like Instagram, blah, blah. Bitch, I have 500,000 on Instagram. Don't tell me shit about Instagram. I am Andy Candy on Instagram. And I never throw that in people's face. Ever. I'm like the most humble ass bitch about that. But fuck telling me about psychology. That's my minor from college was in psychology. You're a fucking 26-year-old who's confused because all you listen to is the fucking news. You dumbass. Your identity is fucking CNN. Go fuck yourself. Like, whoa! So
did you ask her what her problem was?
Right? Huh?
Did you ask her like, oh, you must be having the same problem on Instagram? Like,
I didn't even want to go there with her. I was just like, she sends this big ass text because we got into it. I said, well, that doesn't make any sense actually, and I figured out what the problem was. So you can save your like rant because the problem is actually with anybody who has an iPhone 12. You don't have an iPhone 12, so you don't have this problem. So
because you're poor. You don't have an iPhone 12 because you're poor, basically. So you don't have this problem.
Like, bitch, I got a brand new iPhone 12, okay? And so she starts like hitting me again with like, it's psychology and marketing and analytics. Bitch, this is what I have a degree in. Like, what?
Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa. Okay, keep going.
So she sends me this big ass thing. And she's like, I can tell she was just so into it, right? She's so into her point and how correct she was. She's fucking wrong, actually. It had nothing to do with whatever she was saying. It's literally a fucking glitch with iPhone 12s. So I just said, oh, well, to her big ass, gigantic fucking text. And then she was just like, well, you don't have to be a bitch about it. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm just going to stick to my lane because clearly I know what the fuck I'm doing. So move along. And I was just wanted to scream at her though, because I'm like, she was so rude throughout the last couple months, and you know, she's big and loud and stuff, and so am I. But I have at least a little bit more common sense to not tell people when they're being fucking idiots. But fuck this bitch. So no, she's getting dragged tomorrow on Instagram. Woo! And I already called my friend and I was like, hey, because we're all supposed to be going on a girls trip in like 2 weeks. I called her. I said, hey, I know I've already warned you about your friend, but I might fucking throw hands on her in West Virginia because they don't have, you know, as strict laws up there, okay? I might fucking
felony assault. It gets you like 1 week in the hoosgow. Is that what you get in West Virginia?
I'd be welcome fucking arms there with some hooch, okay?
Man,
like,
I was gonna say, here you only get like 2 days.
I'd be like, fuck that that bitch. Like, I fucking pile drived her teeth into the concrete.
Hey guys,
She's so rude.
Curb thumper.
hey guys, if you love this, give me a shout out. Hashtag Andy Rants. Hashtag Andy Rants in the comments.
Like,
Hashtag Andy
her
Rants.
big ass text had nothing to do with what I actually figured out what the problem was. And I even said that. I said, none of what you just said has to do with the actual problem. It literally has to do with people that have brand new phones. So sorry about your life. You and your iPhone 7. Ew. Grow the fuck up, honey. Like, I wanted to rip into her so bad because like her whole identity on social media is literally listening to the fucking news. And I'm like, this is why you're an idiot. But like, I can't insult you because you're a fucking idiot. Like, ooh.
She won't even understand the goddamn.
She won't even understand the insults because she's that stupid. And like, I'm supposed to spend 5 days with her, like in a few weeks and stuff for my friend's birthday. Oh, fuck to the no. I called her and I said, bitch, I said, I don't care if I have to give you an extra $20. I'm not staying in the room with her. I don't care. Like, that had me fucked up last night. I was so livid. And I'm trying not to drink right before the holidays. I'm trying to lose this weight. But this bitch made me want to fucking drink that bottle and wrap her with it. Like,
Hashtag beat a bitch ass. Beat a bitch ass. Go ahead and write that in the chat. Beat a bitch ass. There we go.
But
yeah, question.
Sorry to hype
Andy
up
Rants.
right before, but hello,
No, it's good.
everybody.
Hey.
We are here for
I love it.
Mondays.
Go ahead, Andy. Andy, tell who's here, Andy.
All right, so we got Miss Katie from Calgary.
Hello. All the way up in cold ass Canada.
Yeah, we got Canada up there. Hey, what's up, neighbor? We got Miss Sarah Allen. Hey, boo. Out in Vegas.
Oh, I can hear the music.
We
now.
got Bethany. Hello, my darling. Looking so lovely as usual.
Thank you. I'm in Miami, actually.
Oh, Miami. Oh, hi. There you go.
Yeah.
Where's Andres?
Running around somewhere. He bit the phone earlier when he heard it. He said hello, y'all. He chewed on it.
We got Christina, who's out in Huntington Beach, California, which I know is John's future girlfriend. We all know that.
When it's not No Nut November.
It is not.
Destroy Dick December. Destroy Dick December's coming out.
Apparently.
And then
Count
we
in a minute.
have somebody that I've never met before. Hello, darling. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Katrina.
Oh, hi, I'm Katrina. What's up?
What's up, darling? Hello.
Hello.
And then we have Mr. John, who's been here with us for the last few weeks, actually, teaching us the science of no nutting November.
Yes.
Are you still successful, my friend? I do have to ask.
Oh my gosh. So about that.
What?
Well, hold on, stop. Look at his face. Look at his body language. About that. Go ahead.
I am sad.
Do not lie.
What?
Wait, he's sad to report. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Wait, can I finish the story in totality?
Hold on. Mute all. Go ahead. All right, unmute. Go ahead. John, unmute yourself. Go.
All right. I am sad to report that I came so close to failing. And I am very sad about it, but I'm still strong. Late last night on a Sunday, a holy day, I got the WYD ? Text really late.
Oh,
And then I had
no.
to sit there in my bedroom, contemplate, do I take the Uber to handle the business or do I fail the challenge? And I thought about everyone on this panel. I thought about all of you guys. I was like, I cannot come back on Monday and come back reporting a loss. So I didn't nut. But I'm kind of upset because I feel like I missed a great time. But who knows?
I feel like you could have just lied to me like every other man in my life. You could have just lied to me and been
I'm
like,
not here
hey, I'm still doing good. And then been like, I shot that bitch up.
If my goal is taught me anything for these last couple of months is that we do not lie.
We do not lie.
Yeah.
We do not lie, cheat, or steal, nor do we
Don't
tolerate
lie.
anyone
Don't-
among us who does.
You can
Yeah.
stretch that truth just like you can stretch this out.
Yeah,
like,
there's something else we're gonna stretch out,
So,
but it's not gonna be.
Wait,
it's not gonna be
there's
the
a
truth.
question, and it says, in the spirit of No Nut November, what would your reaction be if a guy rejected your advance of bed?
Bethany, answer this one. Bethany, you gotta unmute yourself, honey.
What's the question?
In the spirit, okay, so it says, in the spirit of No Nut November, what would your reaction be if a guy rejected your advance in bed? ?
Ooh.
Well, I probably wouldn't be there much longer, so I mean, other than that, that'd probably be it. Like, well,
Katrina.
okay, let me go get my toy. You're not very fun. Goodbye.
Katrina, what would your
I'll get
your
mine and
reaction
then
be?
leave.
I'd be butthurt, but what can you do? You just gotta take the L and keep on
No, there's
going.
a million dudes out there. Why the fuck would I want the one that doesn't want to do stuff?
Yeah, you don't want to. She don't want to take the L. She wants to take the D.
Wait,
You know,
so
it'd be
the-
really.
Candy just fold in her lingerie.
Yeah,
You know, it'd be-
I'm just over here like, so I have like this weird ass ritual, by the way. I like to hang them on these really nice hangers. And it's because I like to display them because I like to look at it as if I'm in a department store in my own room. So don't mind me. I just need to get this done before I leave to go see my family. So don't mind me, y'all. I'm just packing up my $100 in lingerie.
Wait, so what's wrong with the guy and the girl just hanging out and, not having sex? Like, why does sex have to
Well,
be-
like he could also just pleasure her.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really exciting. Instead of Bethany getting her toy and Katie getting hers, is if Bethany went and got Katie's toy. That'd be then at that point we're just getting wild. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're really over No Nut November.
Well, it really makes it bad. You sit there in front of them and play with yourself, make yourself feel good, and then they get real jealous.
Yeah.
Very
And
true.
then like, bye.
I don't need you. Goodbye.
of the game? What can you say? Wait, Christina,
I don't play no games.
how are you feeling? You all right? Wellness check.
I'm good.
After this past weekend, like I saw what happened. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is scandalous.
Oh, I was real annoyed.
What happened?
Talk to about it, girl. What happened?
So I went to my friend's house, or I went to my friend's Airbnb this weekend in San Diego for her birthday. And I get there and I like to call him my ex-fuckboy, but in reality, we were like dating for a year. He just ruined my life for a year. So now he doesn't get to be someone I dated. Now he's just a fuckboy. But
Relationship.
Non-significant
A
other.
relation.
Yes.
You were in a relationship.
yes, that is perfect. So he's there. And I was cool. I was chill. He was being nice. I was not accepting his advances. And then I get a little drunk. It's like 2 a.m. and I get a text message from one of my friends that says, "Hey, someone just created a fake Instagram account on you and supposedly you have an OnlyFans."
No.
And I've had people create fake Instagram accounts. That wasn't that big of a deal. But the fact that I had an OnlyFans, that shit pisses me off because I'm like, I'll be damned if some motherfucker is going to make money off of me and it's not me. So I reported it, went back to drinking, whatever. Hours go by. It's still kind of in the back of my head, so I can't sleep. And I'm real grumpy when I can't sleep. I haven't had sex in a while. Like, I'm just mad on multiple levels. And then the relationship comes down and is trying to get me to have sex with him, which on the one hand made me happy because it gave me the opportunity to turn him down. And I've never turned him down before. But on the other hand, it was like, why am I turning him down? I want to have sex. I'm in a bad mood. But I stayed strong.
But
like
good
you,
for you,
John.
girl.
And I said no.
Let's go.
And then a few hours go by, and then I just start getting tons of messages from people that are sending me screenshots of nasty shit on the story of this supposed account. Most of the people that messaged me said that they knew that like that wouldn't have been me. But then there were other people that were asking me if it was me, and I was just sloppy drunk by this time, not having slept. Had a few tears. Actually messaged Michael. I was like, Michael, what do I do?
Aww.
Yeah, girl. Listen. Nobody there's 7 fake accounts of me, and it's dangerous because there'll be a fake account of me, and they'll actually be inviting girls to meet up somewhere. So I keep telling IG, like, the fact that you don't give me a blue check mark, it's actually a danger to other people. But the thing is, like, once I went and checked it, it wasn't an OnlyFans site. It was just some sort of trap engagement site. They were going to try to steal people's information or some shit like that. But the main thing is this, like, the person who was making the fake site, the main thing you can tell why it's fake is it has like 34 followers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, so you don't have anything to worry about it. And obviously, they didn't have any content of you, but I understood that you were stressed out. Like that I would have been really stressed out too. That's crazy.
Well, and like, because I was drunk, my first initial thought was, oh my God, what's on there? Because I've sent some sex to boyfriends of the past and things like that. So I'm like, is this a bitter asshole?
Somebody's got a video.
Is anybody else shocked that she's not a virgin? We all thought would never do anything like
Don't
that.
tell my mom.
Even
I
a
talked to your
virgin
mom the other
from your
day.
fingers?
Your mom still understands that you're a virgin, Andy. Keep going.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, babe. That fucking sucks. Like,
It is.
Yeah.
But hey, wait, hold on. Wait,
man.
did you call the fuckboy back?
No.
Okay, hey, LFG in the chat. Let's fucking go. She did not fuck the fuckboy. Let's fucking go. Shout out in the chat. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up.
Your
LFG in the chat.
girlfriend.
LFG in the chat. LFG in the chat. If Christina said no to the fuckboy, that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead,
I
girl.
did, and I'm so proud of myself. But listen to this shit.
Let's fucking go.
So same.
Look at the chat,
gosh
Christina.
damn
Look at the
day.
chat.
He does belong in the swamp,
He
literally.
belongs in- I'm taking my jacket off for this one. Let's fucking go, girl. Let's go.
Okay, so I was supposed to have a date on Saturday night with this guy. I've never met him before. We had been talking on Hinge for a couple weeks, and there was something like he never said anything that was wrong, but there was just something about him that I didn't really like, and so I had kind of been pushing off hanging out.
Was he short?
And
Was he short?
no,
just
well, I mean, he's
stereotype.
5'10", but my rule is as long as you're the same height as me, I don't care. So that was not the thing.
Okay.
I don't care.
Solid rule. I
Like,
Christina
okay.
says no to the fuckboy. Hashtag Christina says no to the fuckboy. Hell yeah,
Like
let's do it.
literally all my friends that were at the San Diego Airbnb know his and my history, and every last one of them was like, I'm shook. You actually said no. He's laying on the couch with his dick in his hand. I am like
Wait,
a couple.
What?
Wait,
He
you're
just whipped
there?
it out.
Wait, hold on.
He's
Wait, so you're in front of you or on camera?
Yes, he whipped it out in front of me, trying to seduce me. First of all, that is not the way to seduce
How
me.
does
He
that
doesn't
work?
have that nice of a
Wait,
dick.
you're in person?
That's not
Yes.
a way to
The
seduce
first
anybody.
time you've met?
You just pulled it out?
Oh, not okay. That was the fuckboy that did that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I know it was a fuckboy.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Wait, hold on. Let's back up. Okay, I think all of us, I think I speak for all of us. Let's back up to the before the dick comes out. Where are you and what's going on
Okay.
before he does the dick
So-
seduction dance?
So we're at an Airbnb in San Diego for my friend's birthday. I couldn't sleep. And so I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. There's one other person that stayed awake, my friend's friend. I had just met him. He's sitting there talking to me because he feels bad that I'm upset that someone created a fake account. The fuckboy, the ex-fuckboy, comes downstairs, sees the two of us on the couch at like 3 a.m. There's like massive space between us. And he's like, oh, so you're fucking him now, huh?
Oh.
And I was like, excuse me?
I would have been like, yeah, bitch. Get
And
out
then
of
he
here.
was like, I don't even care.
Yeah, correct.
And just
correct.
walked
Hold
back
on. Wait,
upstairs.
Christina. So look, we love you. So we're gonna give you a little lesson. The correct answer is, everybody say it with me. Yes, I am fucking him. That is.
But I
the
just
correct-
Or none of your business.
Yes, I don't care. It's none of your business. Like, so what if I am? The correct answer is no, I'm not. That's not the correct
Follow
answer.
that shit quicker than a pill. Yeah, right in front of him.
Seriously.
I
Just do it.
was-
Just go.
I
Just
was
start making
so
out with him
shocked
right in
that
front
he
of the
said
dude.
that. And then he was like, I don't even care, and walked back upstairs.
Okay.
Then, like an hour later, the other guy left, went to sleep. I'm still awake, whatever, just mean mugging on my phone. And ex-fuckboy comes back down. We start talking, whatever. Like things are fine. We're being cordial with each other. And then all of a sudden he was like, yeah, so why don't we go upstairs? And I look, and his dick is in his hand.
Wait, what? Wait,
And I'm
woke up
like,
with the pants on.
what? And
Oh,
like
baby.
maybe this time last year, I would have just hopped right up on that and made a horrible decision, like I used to always do. But this time, I was like, no, we have been down this road. We cannot be friends, really. We definitely can't be fuck buddies. It doesn't work. It's not good for us. It's definitely not good for me. And then like
I
maybe
think it's
30
good for him. I don't think you can speak for him. I think it's just
His dick
fine
was-
for
he
him.
was
I think
His
he's
dick-
a
his-
psychopath.
His dick was out, yeah, for sure. He
So
has no
30
shame, for
minutes
sure.
later, my friend whose birthday it was came downstairs. So then he put his dick away and gave up. And then he ended up going home like an hour after that. I don't know if that was the plan or if he was just bitter, but either way. So that was that. But if you want to talk about psychopaths, so I'm supposed to have a date with this guy from Hinge, never met him. I text him at like 4 to let him know that we're not gonna go out today. I was like, I've got a lot of shit going on and let's just do it another night. He tries calling me. I sent you a text message. I don't want to talk to you on the phone. So I ignored it. He called me again. Called me again.
Oh, he's a murderer.
Then he started texting me. He texted me 7 times in a row. And I was like, look, someone created a fake profile. I'm just not having a good day, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, well, I can be your shoulder to cry on, yada, yada. Here's my address. And I was like, I'm in San Diego. And he was like, well, are you drunk? Like, I can Uber you to me and then Uber you back to your car. And I was like, yeah, we already talked about this. Like, I don't kiss on the first date. I'm certainly not going to go to your house on the first date. And so he's trying to get me to go. I finally just tell him like this, like, I can't. And then I left San Diego, started driving home. On my way home, I started to have a panic attack, which that's a whole different story from lots of other things that we don't need to talk about because it's not fun. And so he hits me up and he's like, so are you coming or what? And I was like, look, tonight is just not the night. He starts blowing up my phone. So finally, I'm just like, look, I'm having a panic attack. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. Like, I cannot come hang out tonight. I'm sorry. He goes off on me, tells me I'm a psychopath. I'm a clown. I'm like ripping me up one side, down the other, all the way over the place. So then I block him. Good. Then he starts hitting me up on my Instagram.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't even want to go on Instagram. So I hadn't looked at the messages. And then yesterday I went on it real quick and he saw that I was on, sent me a message and was like, hey, sorry, I just had a few too many drinks that night.
Better now.
Whoa. But you were gonna rape me? Possibly
Yes.
kill me?
That's not too many drinks. That's called a cocaine problem.
Like,
Like
he was weird.
You know what I would have done since he gave you his address? Next time, call the police and then just send him to his house and be like, this man is stalking me and we're at this address. And let's go and arrest his ass. And you know what? He'll end up in Clark County. I don't know why. I've just been watching 60 Days In. So I'm like,
I love that show.
Me too.
Well, unfortunately, he would have ended up in Orange County. Clark County, it would have been a long drive.
Or just hide under your kitchen table unless it's glass, then you're fucked.
I just never
I hid under my bed from the police once.
What the fuck did you have to come and raid your shit for?
Hit and run.
Well, you hit
Wow.
Damn.
You're the
Okay,
reason why I had to
what?
pay for my $500 deductible when somebody hits my car. Good thing they came after your ass.
Okay.
Nah. I'm in Canada.
1, 2, 3, hit and run, go. What happened?
Long night, up all night, doing bad things. Went to brunch in the morning. It was like.
So you were holding hands and kissing with somebody you weren't married to. That's what you're saying?
No, I was with like 4 other people.
You were holding hands and kissing 4 other people you weren't married to.
No. We were just,
go.
you know. Anyways, so we go to brunch. And I have some mimosas. And then I'm like, as we're leaving, I'm like, I don't want to drive. And then they're all like, well, I don't want to drive. Well, I don't want to drive. Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, okay, it's only like 10 minutes. It'll be fine. It's not fine. Also, it wasn't all my fault because the lady in front of me, the light turned green and she was on her fucking phone. And she didn't go. And I was in the turning lane. And so I like sideswiped her. But I learned from my athlete friends that if you do that, just go home. And then like put some vodka and shit out on the table and be like, oh, I was just out. So I came home and started drinking. Yeah. Well, she got my license plate, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah.
So it was like a legit hit and run.
Well, I've been drinking all night. And I hadn't slept.
That's some GTA shit. Goddamn.
Yeah, and I'm like, it was just bad.
Did you run over a hooker and get the money out of them like they do in GTA? Is
No,
that what
I
happened?
fucking wish. And then yeah, like cops showed up, but I was a baby. I was like 18.
Okay, so I'm like, can we go back? Can I ask some questions? All right, so I'm just going to interrogate you really quick. So were you drinking before this happened?
I was drinking all night the night before and doing other illicit things.
Okay, so you were under the influence, and then you drove.
Yeah.
With somebody's car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my own
You know
car.
what? We know why that's wrong, right?
Yeah, definitely. I learned my goddamn lesson.
Okay,
But
I'm
like,
just making sure that we're clear that we do not condone drinking and driving, under the influence and driving.
Hey, real talk. We also don't. We
I
also
know
don't
it
condone.
was like the stupidest thing.
Also, don't
Hey, we
condone
also
masturbating in
we also don't condone coming on here without a shirt on. Baron, if you're gonna turn your camera on, you got to keep your shirt on, brother. Sorry,
All right,
I've done that
all right.
twice.
Liddy,
Yeah.
what'd you
Sorry.
say, baby?
Sorry, I was
said
just trying to
don't
get caught up.
condone masturbating in November.
Yeah, absolutely not. There's a there we fucking
But
Mm.
go.
yeah, it ended up being fine. The cops, like, I was a baby, so I was scared. I hid under my bed, and they're like knocking at my door. No, I came out, and I was like, oh.
I mean, they knew they were
and
gonna
then,
find you, right? Like.
no, and then yeah. So then they were really nice though, and then I had to go to court and stuff. But then the judge was super understanding, and he was like, just because you turn 18 doesn't make you an adult, blah 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 blah. And so
He said, fuck that when I turned 18. I got a weird ass ticket. This cop was just trying to look for giving me a fucking ticket. And
yeah,
so
perks of Canada.
it was this dude was just such a dick. And then I found out years later that the reason why he was such an asshole. And so then I kind of didn't really feel bad because Virginia has a quota law that's unspoken. You have to give a certain number of tickets. So this motherfucker was just late on his quota and really needed to give somebody a ticket that night. He tried to say I ran a red light, but then he almost ran into me, which is why he had to tailgate me for a mile, and then he followed me. He gave me a ticket that said failure to obey signage, but the sign said no turn on red from left lane. I was in the right lane, so I went to court with that picture of the of the thing on the traffic light and showed from the camera footage of that light. I was in the right lane. And
Do you still have to pay it?
oh fuck no, they knocked it down and stuff, and then the judge made the cop actually go through retraining on how to write tickets, so it was great.
Good.
Yeah. But I had to sit through court because my old last name used to be towards the end of the alphabet. It's not what it is now, and I would have to sit there, and he had written over 103 tickets that were there that day being fought. And when people fight them in Virginia, we don't fucking give up, okay? So I had to sit there for 6 hours at court while they had to go through all these other motherfuckers. This one grandma ran over a construction worker's foot, okay? She was the case right before me, so I'll never forget her. Her name was Missy Jones or something. It was super fucking chill as a grandma name. She's like, I can't see out of my left eye, but that construction worker put his foot in front of my car for me to hit it.
Wait, she was fighting that ticket in court after hurting somebody?
Fuck yeah,
she probably got it deducted.
The judge was in such a good mood that day. She was like, okay, we're not going to give you any points against your license. Just pay the fine down the hall. Bitch got away with it. And I was like,
it's because she flashed him.
Probably.
Yeah, she did a little one of these.
Just fuck that guy.
Wait, one more time, Liddy. How did she do, Liddy? Wait, Liddy, what did she do? I didn't see that. Hold on, wait, with the dog. Hold on, one more time. With the dog. Do it one more time. No. Did that with her tongue? Did that with her tongue too?
Is that a sports bra? I love that.
Oh.
Hey, Katrina, have you ever gotten out of a ticket?
Once or twice, but most of the time I get papped. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I pulled the scammiest shit. So there was a stop sign that was kind of hidden by a light, or by a tree, I mean, but you could definitely see it. But then I got my friend to take tongs and hold out a big branch in front of it, and I took a photo of it, and I brought it with me when I was fighting the ticket.
Oh wow!
I mean, you guys are out of your mind. Okay, this is crazy.
Wait, I got a question.
It worked.
Before we go on, I got a question. Ladies, if you put a guy in the friend zone actively, right? He tries to hit on you, you put him in the friend zone. You're like, get out of here. Is there any way that he can get out of the friend zone if you put him there?
Yeah.
Hey, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this, because if you have the answer to this, ladies, you could make $1 million online. I'm not kidding. If you sold a product and the product was how to get out of the friend zone, if you ladies got together and made a product called how to get out of the friend zone, you would make $1 million online. I am not kidding.
I think we need to do some qualitative research and quantitative research before we.
All right, so go ahead. So you just have some examples. Go ahead. Now hold on. Now Sarah, let me just express this because I understand what John's asking. This is not a dude you're just friends with and then later figure out you like. This is a dude who clearly showed he liked you. Then you put him in the friend zone. You rejected him, put him in the friend zone, and
how
then
much
somehow,
do you reject them?
like,
if you're already hanging out and you're messaging or whatever, and then you're like,
Well, so, sorry, but go ahead.
Like he's deep in the friend zone, and like Shawshank Redemption just crawls through the fucking sewer and gets out of the friend zone.
That is extreme. That is extreme.
Okay, it is extreme, but I'm telling you, listen to me. Listen to me. Hold on. But here's a part that a lot of girls miss is that they're like, oh, I don't want to hook up with this dude because I want to ruin our friendship, not realizing your entire friendship is based on the idea that he's just waiting his turn to hook up with you when the next guy fucks up. But really, the only kind of guys you like, not talking about any of you ladies on this call, but the only kind of guys you like are the ones who fuck up. And you don't like nice guys like him or he's too short or whatever. A guy going from deep in the friend zone, getting out of the friend zone. Do you have an example of it? I'm telling you. I'm not exaggerating. You make $1 million if you could sell a product like this.
Such extreme?
I do. I have one.
Go ahead, Katie.
So I was friends with this guy for like 5 years. I think he had a girlfriend for most of that, actually. So then, like, you know, like, it's not even that I like particularly friend zoned him. It's just like we were friends.
No.
And then like when he became single, we were just still friends, and like the idea was never there. And then I think we hung out like once, and like, you know, drunk hookup, whatever. And then I think we saw each other for like 4 or 5 months after that.
Well, after 5 years though.
Wait, but he was going out with his.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah, but we were just like straight up friends,
if you were single and straight up friends, instead of him having a girlfriend, and then you're like, oh.
They broke up a lot though. I feel like if it was gonna happen, it would have happened like earlier. But I think it was just like we were hanging out more. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I mean, all right. I mean more so like you're single. He's single, you're like, oh, hey, bro, you know, I like you like a brother, that kind of friend zone. You know what I mean? Like, where you actively, like, you're like, hey, you, friend
That's
zone.
impossible, honestly.
Let's go back to the
this is the answer.
No, okay.
This is the answer I was looking for.
No, the one reason I didn't go out with a guy was because I looked at him and I was like, you look like trouble. And I don't need that much drama. Do you know what I mean? Like attractive, good, everything else. And I was like, yep, but that guy is going to have everybody in his DMs and all this drama. And I was like, no. But
Girl,
then,
listen, I did not have everyone in my DM, so shut up with that shit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So I have a friend, NT, and we've been friends for like, oh God, like since freshman year of high school, and we're still friends to this day. But like we've always been like so super platonic that nothing has ever happened to this day, and like I could never ever see it happening.
So, yeah, so like that guy you just talked about, like there's nothing that he can do to ever get out of that zone. That's what you're saying.
Probably not, no, because like I don't know. It's just like we've had a lot of nights where it's just him and I, and we just hang out, and like it's just not there.
Okay. Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Anybody
else have an example where it worked?
Let's go back to the statement where you guys said, you know, a girl wouldn't want to ruin the friendship. That's kind of bullshit. That's her trying to be really nice to your feelings because for whatever reason, she doesn't like you. You know the movie He's Just Not Into You? She's just not into you. That's the thing we say. We don't actually mean it. There's not a chance in hell if I thought that this guy was amazing and it could lead to somewhere, I wouldn't chance the friendship. I would chance it for sure. There's a reason why, whatever it may be, that she's choosing to friend zone you. For me, when I friend zone people, it's usually because There's no physical attraction, there's no passion. And I personally cannot date someone that it doesn't get little Christina at least a little bit excited.
Yeah, there's got to be a little waterfall going. All right, so let me say a couple of things, and then please, ladies, tell me when I'm wrong, and I'll shut the fuck up. So what I have found is that you're correct. From remember two different friend zones. He likes her, she puts him in the friend zone. I think that's next to impossible to get out of. The one where he's just a cool guy, puts her in the friend zone. They remain friends for a long time. And in fact, she's there and watches him date other girls. That one is easy to get out of. In fact, I would say that the majority of girls that I've ended up dating were girls that I was friends with that just saw me with other girls and I never hit on them. That's generally how it worked with me. We were just cool. They would see me, or a lot of times, and this is foul, guys, and the guys who are watching this, please listen to this because I'm not advising you to do this. But one of the things that'll happen is you'll have a couple and the girl will just not be happy with her boyfriend. She's arguing with her boyfriend, all this kind of stuff. And then they hang out with you and you're the funny, cool guy. So all she sees of you is funny, cool. And all she sees of her boyfriend is he annoys the shit out of him. And then it's like, this is how guys end up fucking their homeboy's girlfriend, is because of stuff like this. Don't do it. It's like steroids. It's cheating. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? So this is the kind of thing that happens where you might see this fun guy and you don't have to deal with his drama, but you see him, he's attractive over and over again. And over time, once you're single and he's single, then you guys might get together. But the problem with what a lot of guys do, and again, ladies, please tell me if I'm wrong, but the problem, what a lot of guys will do is they'll come from day one and just whip their dick out on the couch on day one. You know what I'm saying?
Or they'll be like, oh, this is my number one thing that I don't like when guys do. They're just like, if you don't respond, they're just like, oh, I see how it is.
Yes.
Hey, you want to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop?
It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I see how it is. I'm like, yeah, me too. Delete.
Bye.
Okay, God, can I also have, this is one of the rules. What was it? Katie was asking me about all the rules. I don't know which rule this is, what number rule this is, but this is one of the rules, Katie. When you're dating someone and they message you something in anger or stress or just trying to fuck with you at any way, your message must be shorter than their message, the message you return, always, without any exception. In fact, the actual rule would be you get to write 2 sentences back at most. I promise you, if you want to win an argument, it's always the same way.
Advice one time, we were in Jamaica and I was texting,
Yeah.
he was reading all the text messages and he's like, every single text you're sending, I need you to say completely less than he's saying. If he's saying this, I need you to write back half the amount.
Yes, I'm literally get to the point where you are counting the characters in the text message. You are not allowed to message back a message as long. Well, I mean, okay, you don't have to count the things, but if it's 4 lines, you just send back 3. You can do that, Katie. You know what I'm saying?
No, if it's
when they
write, you need to send back 2.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be if you really want to talk, you can call me and then just not answer my phone.
But they don't want to talk. They just want to be heard. That's why they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. Anyway, so that was it. Like, no, I remember that. Oh, but back to the friend zone, John, like again, ladies, if you disagree with this, Katrina, have you had an example of this? A guy goes from the friend zone to the
end zone,
inner circle, friend zone to the end zone. Katrina, you there? Okay, Katrina's thing is not on. Bethany, have you ever had to go from a friend zone to the end zone?
I guess kind of like, I mean, I just wasn't interested in him at the moment. I was getting over a relationship. So of course I'm not going to talk to you, but he kept trying and kept trying. And then, come like a year and a half, 2 years later, however long it was, then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'll go out with you, whatever. And then we hit off, we ended up in a relationship. So there you go. I mean, sometimes it's just not the right timing. So
yeah, but okay. So, but just to be clear, Bethany, this guy wasn't really in the friend zone before. He just wasn't in any zone. He was just a guy who was there who was interested in.
I mean, he had my number. I just didn't hang out with him.
Well, that's not really the friend zone. You guys understand what I mean by the friend zone? Maybe
I get what you mean, but that's all I got for you. I don't really. Imagine I have one friend. Otherwise, I love
the nerdy high school.
Friend.
And imagine the nerd.
Date him, but same thing. It was wrong timing. I just got a relationship. I just met him, so I didn't want to jump in a relationship. So I wasn't interested. But now if I was single, like I would be like, oh, hey, like he's good potential. Sometimes it's just wrong timing, and we are good friends to this day. So.
Okay, awesome. So just so we point out, like, I think what we're talking about specifically though is just imagine basically me in high school, the nerdy guy in high school who's like, oh, I really like Sarah, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden Sarah doesn't give a fuck about me and she starts dating the quarterback. Like that is the guy we're talking about, the friend zoned guy. And so far, all of you have kind of
then he's not even a friend. You just think he's the nerdy guy you don't even want to talk to.
No, but you might put him in the friend zone. That's what I'm saying.
You're
Yes.
the nerdy kid, or like.
That's exactly right. That's exactly like this is a practical call. There's a bunch of dudes on this call, Katrina. So that's exactly what we want to know. Exactly.
Connection blows.
It does, Katrina. I'm gonna come over there and fix your fucking modem one of these days. This is crazy.
Spectrum, damn.
Spectrum,
for real. Okay. Andy, so nobody has an example of it because this is really interesting. This is kind of stuff that I think guys want to know. By the way, this conversation right now, I think is the conversation where Call Her Daddy went wrong. Because they stopped having conversations like this and they started having conversations about just trying to see how slutty they could get instead of having practical conversations. The conversations where they end up where people are like learning shit about how to behave. I think those are the good ones. You understand what I'm saying? Like practical information, like what I said.
I think the best way. So if you're talking all the time and you're paying this girl attention, the best way to get out of the friend zone is stop giving her so much attention.
There you go.
Yeah. If you
make yourself less available,
number, they usually like you then.
Say it again, Candace.
Just ignore her, block her number, and she'll like you. No, my thing is,
literally make yourself less available.
Olivia and I talk. I'm just
works for everybody.
Or being sarcastic, but Olivia and I talked about this on the podcast. I've never taken a guy from the friend zone to the end zone before because if I meet you, I automatically categorize you as soon as I meet you.
So it's like off the bat.
Within the first 5 minutes of me meeting you, I have decided whether or not I would potentially date you, just sleep with you, or I want to be your friend, or I never want to speak to you again, have anything to do with you. In 5 minutes, I categorize.
I agree with that.
How do you make that judgment though so fast? Like, what are you looking at to make that decision?
I have a type that I like. I know what I want in life. I feel like I'm at an age where I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I can already read someone's vibes and their aura,
their energy, right?
Their energy, who they're hanging out with. You know, immediately can kind of just categorize like, okay, like I'm either into this guy or not, right? And then their personality and like talking to them for the first few minutes, I can immediately decide like, okay, he's cool, I'd be friends with him. Or he's a complete douchebag, but he's really hot, he'd probably be good in bed.
Right, and you have to talk to them too, because if you just see the person, like, because I have a type too, and like I'll usually think, oh, like he's hot, I definitely want to like say hi or swipe his girlfriend. But you know, you have to talk first, because if there's a hot guy and like his first word is like,
yo, sometimes they're dumb as.
Okay, bro. No, never mind. You know, so good conversation helps.
Hey, we got to give equal time here. Hey, Cable, have you ever taken somebody from the friend zone to the end zone?
I don't think anybody's been in the friend zone and then gotten to the end zone.
Do you have a lot of friend zone issues, or do you have guys who you put in the friend zone a lot?
I don't have too much in the way of friend zone issues. Like it's kind of so one thing that can be tricky is when there's it's annoying when there's the guy that like we're friends and there's benefits, but we never combine the two.
Right.
That always falls apart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have to stand up.
There you go. Hey, all right, Katie, got to take me on a date first. Can't do all that right now. All right. Good. All right, we're looking at Bethany's cat. Hey, Bethany right here. Hey guys, check out Bethany's OnlyFans. You can see some cat booty hole.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
If you subscribe,
but I have a good story about a girl that's real big on OnlyFans.
Here we go. Let's talk about Bethany's story about OnlyFans.
This is OnlyFans. Before I get too tired. So there is a girl that is all about her OnlyFans and brags about how much money she makes on her OnlyFans by flexing her Rolex. Oh, I just bought a house. Look at me. I'm making the dough. Look at me. So she be on Instagram flexing.
Is she a friend of mine?
Not me.
Bethany, is it a friend of mine?
She's doing everything under the sun, uses these poor guys, you know, the typical story, gets some guy on there, uses him, doesn't give him a dime, and then he's got porn all over, everywhere. And she makes all the money and keeps it, right? So, which is what? Kind of like a scam. So, the other week, or like a month ago, I just flipped through stories when I'm bored. So I'm flipping through stories, and I saw she had posted that she like bought some stuff on this website, and I saw this bag that I thought my girlfriend would like for Christmas, and it's by the label Off-White. I don't shop the brand, but my girlfriend likes it, and I was like, oh, that's cute, looks just like her. I should get it for Christmas. So I asked her about it. I said, hey, I saw you bought some stuff from here. It looks like they have some really cute stuff. So this is supposed to be Saks Off Fifth, a Saks Off Fifth link she put up, whatever. So I was like, okay. So I just hit the link and I was like, okay, I'll buy this bag for my girlfriend. Well, a month goes by and I'm like, well, the bag hasn't came. Well, apparently I got double charged for the bag. So I paid twice for it, which came out to $720. And then today I called Saks and I'm like, hey, I don't have this bag. What's going on? And they can't find my order. Can't looked up my number, my name, the order number, everything. Turns out she just had a point blank scam going. All it was is she posted a link that was a fake Saks page, and then we would get your information and your payment and then keep it.
By the way, that exact thing you're talking about is what okay. So Bethany, what you were talking about is exactly what Christina, when her the fake page that came up that said that she had an OnlyFans, it went to the same thing. It was an OnlyFans where they would just take your payment and then nothing would. I don't know. I'm guessing. I did not subscribe, Christina.
Yeah, it's just like a redirect. But that's super.
Yeah, it's just a redirect. Yeah.
I would drag her ass so fucking quick, like.
Hey, Bethany, message me who it is. Message me who it is, Bethany.
Oh, well, here's my hint for that. Her initials, and how fitting is this, are DP. No, I'm not kidding. That's her initials.
Oh my God, you have to put in the group chat who it is right now.
But you know what? If you flex and you got a Rolex and you got a house and you make all this money, all these things, and you scamming people, honey, I don't know what you're doing, but you ain't making it. So you better stop taking it DP. Okay, DP?
That watch is fake.
I was about to say, that's a full Lex.
Hey, nice.
Can we
Hey,
just
guys.
appreciate this angel for a second?
Absolutely. I have 3 of them. That's beautiful. Aww. Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, just I want to give a big shout out to Ranch Island Rescue. They are open. They're taking in stray cats again. And so also shout out to anybody in Los Angeles to the Stray Cat Alliance. If you guys are looking for a place to put a cat, guys, the cats are actually the most popular pet in the entire United States of America. It's not dogs. They're actually more cats. There are 70 million stray animals in the U.S. So if you want to find a home for one, number one, try to contact the Stray Cat Alliance if you're in Los Angeles. And number 2, adopt a cat. I promise you, you'll be the happiest person in the world. If you have an allergy to cats,
another dog.
If you have an allergy,
the Straight Cat Alliance, I said that's kind of fucked up because they're not letting gay
stray.
Cats in. But
That's funny.
Stray.
This is Stray Cat Alliance.
We're
Cat
all
Alliance.
kitties in.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of them. There's just too many cats suffering. Obviously, evolution has made it to where they have 6 children. 6 children
animals,
every time.
Spayed and neutered.
Yeah, get them spayed and neutered. This crazy at this point that we still have this many animals, like stray animals being born. It's unbelievable to me that even at this point that we have this many stray animals. It's unbelievable. Like, absolutely, you should get them all spayed and neutered. And another thing, please do not declaw your cats. It is inhumane. You're actually removing the last.
Oh yeah, she's scratching the hell out of my back right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
you actually
don't leave your dogs in the car, because I called the police on somebody a few weeks ago for that, and I was about to bust open their window to save this doggo.
In Vegas, it's so hot here. Really?
Yeah, and they have these things you can get on Amazon.
She lives in Washington, D.C. She don't live in Vegas.
Yeah, I live in D.C., but I know it's hot as hell there. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's not dry.
She lives in Chocolate City.
But no, they have this thing on Amazon where you can get it, and it actually has on one end, it'll clip somebody's seatbelt and cut it out, and then the other part has like a window cracker so that it just,
yeah, like those emergency tools.
Yeah, so that's what they use to try to save these animals and stuff. And so I got one, and legit, like a week later, I was at like Dick's Sporting Goods or something, making my home gym because I'm trying to be that person now. And I heard a dog, And I was like, well, maybe this person ran in really quick because I do that for Olaf all the time. But motherfucker is pampered, okay? He's got air conditioning on. He's got music on. Motherfucker listens to podcasts. Like, my dog is comfortable. I come back in, he's got a fucking Starbucks cappuccino.
Sure, yeah. Like Olaf be talking to me about the debt crisis. This motherfucker's educated.
Yeah, he's edumacated, okay? My dog is scholarly, okay? But, it hurt my heart because I came back out and I had been in there for a hot minute, like buying shit. I come out, this dog is still out there. He's barking, and I know he's doing it to get attention, you know, from people walking by, and nobody's fucking paying attention. And I'm like, y'all are some selfish motherfuckers. And these are the same motherfuckers that clearly say that they care about other people, but they throw their masks on the ground. You know, they're the ones ranting about wear a mask, but then they throw it on the ground, and then they're walking right past this car with a dog in it, dying. So, and it just got hot here recently. It was like 80 fucking degrees here a few weeks ago. Like, and we had a heat spike. So I called the police. They told me it wasn't an emergency. So I called again. I said, it's now an emergency. I've called again. And so they fucking came. And they were like, well, we can't do anything. They come to find out the car, when I gave them the license plate, was a stolen car. Not only did they steal this car from Nevada, probably a motherfucker from Vegas. Motherfucker. But he stole the dog inside.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. So this little pit bull baby got to go to the nice little animal rescue, and I immediately called one of my girlfriends. I said, go rescue him and name him Roscoe. I don't know why, but that name just felt great. It was probably because that was the name of the cashier at Dick's.
Because you like chicken? You like, chicken and waffles? You like them chicken and waffles. That's why you call it.
Yeah, you want chicken and waffles.
I was so fucking pissed. And like when the people finally came out, they were in Dick's Sporting Goods with me, walking around just being fucking dildos. Like they were legit
trying to get some of those dildos and dicks. They're trying to go into Dick's. Trying to go into Dick's and get some of them dildos. Okay.
Here's what I call dumbass men. I call them uncharged dildos. They are fucking useless. They are a waste in my fucking drawer. Okay, that's what these two knuckleheads were. Walk around the store, picking up everything, fucking trying it on, getting their sweaty fucking man titties all over them. Fucking nasty ass pricks. They come out, bam, handcuffs, and I'm standing there without my mask on, 6 feet away, and I'm like, haha, motherfucker. Cop.
Andy Rants. Hey, hashtag Andy Rants in the comments. Andy Rants. If you love these Andy Rants.
I fucking wrote a complaint against this Dick's Sporting Goods because fuck that Dick's Sporting Goods. When I went in there fucking 4 times being like, are y'all gonna do something about this dog in the parking lot? And they're like, no. I'm like, you can't even make an announcement? Like, hey, somebody's dog's in the car. Your dog's going ape shit. It's fucking hot outside. No, we can't really do anything. We're not going to do anything. I want to yank.
I would grab that goddamn microphone and be like, I'm gonna smash your window in if you don't get your dog.
I wrote a fucking complaint to Dick's Sporting Goods corporate. They wrote back to me and said, ma'am, that's inexcusable, blah, blah, blah. We're going to compare the stories with the employees. The employees fucking lied and said that they did. I said, no, y'all fucking didn't. You want to know why? Because I was videotaping the whole time. Because in Virginia, we can do that. So fuck
you guys, Sirius XM Radio is going to be the Andy Candy Rants podcast. It's coming out January 4th. So you guys make sure you want to subscribe to that. Subscribe to that on podcast.
Fuck that Dick's Sporting Goods. Fuck that employee. I hope her name, sadly, is Christina. I hope her ass got fired. Fuck her. But you know what? Roscoe was really nice. Roscoe was great.
Shout out to Roscoe.
Roscoe was great.
Shout out to Roscoe. Shout out to
we
Roscoe.
Saved the dog. We saved the dog. But fuck those knuckleheads.
Thank God.
Oh,
hey,
man.
so
They stole a fucking car with a dog in it, and then they came to Virginia. I said, y'all couldn't have gone anywhere cooler. You came to Virginia. Where the fuck you going?
It's messed up, man.
Sorry.
Oh, great.
Hey, Doctor. Hold on. We got Dr. James Hahn. James, what is your question, brother?
Hey guys, I just have a question for Andy. So I saw you like taking the IG story when you're driving, and I'm wondering that how you do that. Like you're gonna one hand hold the phone, another hand.
I have had the same fucking. I have had the same question forever. Go ahead, Andy.
Okay, so how I do it is I actually learned from a really young age how to drive with one of my knees, and so
I was hoping that was not the answer.
I know it's not the safest thing in the world, but let's be real. None of y'all fucking wear protection on this call, so don't come at me about safety.
I don't have sex. What are you talking about?
Hey, talking about come at you. What were you about to get deplatformed like a motherfucker?
20 days, Don.
Andy, I need the car insurance with. I'm calling them.
And I have, so on my car, it's a Mustang. I have sports mode, so it makes the turning tighter. So I'm not swerving all over the fucking road. When I record my videos, I actually do wear a seatbelt. I get that question a lot. Are you wearing a seatbelt? Man, fuck that. Yes, I always wear a seatbelt. I lost one of my best girlfriends growing up because she was not wearing a seatbelt when she was in a car accident. I'll always wear a seatbelt, but I always wear it under my titties because I had another girlfriend who was in a car accident and they
Broke
fucked
her titty.
up when
Broke
she
her
was in a car
titty. Yeah, I've heard
Like in
about that
half?
before.
Busted her implant.
her fucking titty open because that seatbelt cut her so tight it split her silicone implant. So fuck that.
Isn't that why you're supposed to wear it like
That's
in between them though?
Hey,
So
how can you
I
get
have
them
a
in
pick line
between?
scar right here, and so I don't put it right there because it aggravates my pick line scar, and then it gets gross, and then I get pissy. It's just
Hashtag
not-
broke the titty. Broke the titty. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I always wear it under. I always wear a seatbelt. I even lecture my friends that don't. Even in Ubers, I'm that asshole. I know. I care about y'all. But so yeah, when I drive, I have one hand on the wheel
the
and
entire time.
and then I have my phone in my hand. And actually, a lot of the time when I make these videos, I'm actually not driving. I'm the passenger. So if you ever look very, 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 very closely, I'm on the passenger side.
Yeah, and in videos it looks like you're the driver a lot of the time though.
Now there are times where I am, but I try not to do that anymore because I did actually like somebody reported me. They figured out who my insurance company was and actually called.
Oh
and
my God.
asked, hey, do you want to save money on your auto insurance? And so I was
extra.
like, yeah, I'll put the little clip thing in there and show how safe of a driver I am. Well, they monitored how much I press my brake. So I was like, fuck that. And so I started doing it when I'm a passenger.
So Andy, my next question is: it seems like when you're doing those things, that is it a certain roadway that you're on? Because it feels like you're either morning time going east or like nighttime going west. Because it looks like you have direct sunlight, and your pupils look dilated. That's why I'm asking. They look shrunk. It looks like you're facing the sun while you're doing those.
It's said dilated and then shrunk.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say dilated. I meant shrunk. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's always so in the morning on 66, you have sun right in your eyes. When you're going the opposite way at night on 66, you have sunlight in your eyes.
It's almost like I'm a professional videographer or something, and I noticed that. That's crazy.
I know, it's fantastic. Plus, I don't ever like unflattering angles because I have a little triple chin going on right now, so I try to catch the good lighting so it doesn't highlight that.
Hashtag triple chin. Hashtag triple chin. Here we go. Everybody do this.
But safety is my number one thing. I have a lot of friends that ride motorcycles. I have a lot of friends, obviously, that drive, and I always am huge about safety and stuff. That's why I don't like people drinking and driving, and being under the influence of shit, or doing weird shit. So I always try to be safe. So, like, probably within the last 6 months, I've actually changed to being the passenger. And so my mom hears my rants all the fucking time. Like literally she'll get the long version of my rant, which is 20 minutes. Y'all get like the minute and a half. So you're welcome.
I keep waiting for one of these rants to be about me.
Now I'm at the point in my life where if I know I'm going somewhere and I know I'm gonna like even have the chance of drinking, I do not drive.
Good. And I always encourage everybody, please have a DD, or please, if any of y'all seriously ever call me, text me, I will order you an Uber. Because I believe in huge safety and stuff. It is not worth the ticket. It's not worth going to jail, especially after watching 60 Days In. That shit is not clean, okay? Jail is worse than prison sometimes. No. So just don't do it. So
hey, Andy, I'm drunk at the Lincoln Memorial. I'm so drunk. Can you come? I'm at Foggy Bottom. Can you come get me? I'm drunk.
Why are you fucked up in Foggy Bottom? That's where your ass gonna get shot. Like, I ain't sending an Uber there. Fuck no. We got too many protests and riots that go on right there. I'm not sending there.
I got drunk with Mayor Bowser. Help me. What do I do?
Okay.
Shout out to Washington D.C. Mayor for not doing crack. Shout out to her. All right, here we go.
She won't admit.
Hey, so I want to do a couple of weekly segments. We want to set it. The first one is it's 5:04 p.m. Pacific, and Ghislaine Maxwell is not dead. So congratulations to the federal government. She has not been hit with a suicide gun yet. And young children keep getting saved. Number two, I want to say we're going to have a weekly segment. It's called Fuck COVID. And the weekly Fuck COVID segment is going to be what we did 1 year ago today. And that is... Babes in Toyland Toy Drive is in Las Vegas, Nevada, right here at On the Record nightclub inside of Park MGM. We have incredible philanthropists, beautiful women, celebrities, the most influencers anyone has ever seen under one roof in Las Vegas, and it's all to support the Shade Tree, a domestic abuse shelter in North Vegas. They do magnificent work. They help victims of domestic abuse and human trafficking all over Clark County. And tonight, we're giving away a $20,000 necklace from Muad Jewelry. We have more people coming here than we could possibly imagine, so stay tuned. This is the first time we've ever done Babes in Toyland in Las Vegas. What do you think about it so far?
Vegas is crazy. This place is so packed. I'm having an absolute blast. Never seen girls waiting in line like this.
Yes. How wonderful is it that we're doing this for a charity like the Shade Tree, a domestic abuse charity?
It's amazing because I know it's a huge problem, especially in Las Vegas. It's wonderful. I love that everyone came together to support such a great cause.
Did you bring any cool toys?
Of course, we brought some Barbies.
I brought a dinosaur. I brought a Nerf gun. Brought some Toy Story toys for the kids. I stood next to the pile. It was taller than me and Michael. I've never seen this many toys for Babes in Toyland.
My name is Monica Aldana. I'm actually a board member of the Shade Tree, and so is Mandy. The support is overwhelming. The amount of people here, the toy donations, it's been just great that the community has come together.
There is a second reason why I'm showing this video, and we are about to see Exhibit A.
And we're just so grateful that Babes in Toyland, for the very first time in Las Vegas, chose the Shade Tree. We're so excited to be here.
Give yourself a big round of applause for all these gifts that you guys have given to all these children. Now guys, Mandy is one of the board members from the Shade Tree. The Shade Tree is the domestic abuse shelter that we are supporting. Hashtag good hair day. Here today, and she is gonna draw a name out. Okay, let's notice that there is a raffle right here in front of us, and there's a raffle, and I have nothing to do with this raffle. From one of the influencers, and that influencer is going to win this $20,000 necklace. So here we go. Oh, let's notice that the raffle bottle, the thing is spinning right now. Go ahead and roll it. And the winner of the 20. She reaches in there, she cannot see what name she is picking out. $1,000 diamond necklace from Muad Jewelry is... And I had never met Andy before in my life before this, except for 5 minutes before this. I walked up to Bethany Gray, and Andy, I had never seen her in my life. Andy Candy! Andy, come over here. Guys, give it up for Andy. She's one of the Andy, that looks absolutely incredible. Guys, give her another big round of applause. And another huge round of applause for Mr. Pascal for donating this. And for all of you who came out to this magnificent charity, who donated to a worthwhile cause. Again, they take care of children, they take care of animals, and they take care of victims of domestic abuse and human trafficking. And we are gonna get out of here. Take care, good night. That is not what I said. I said, take care, and if you're ugly, please use a condom. Good night. That's what I actually said, but they edited it out. Shout out to Elevated Media.
Fuck COVID, huh?
One more time, fuck COVID. 1, 2, 3, fuck COVID. That's what we.
Fuck COVID.
We wouldn't even. We would be doing this show live all together at Park MGM this week if it wasn't for COVID.
God damn it.
That was a fun time. I told y'all I clean up good sometimes. And I want to give a shout out to Bethany, Stacy, and Candace because they made sure I looked fucking good that night.
Yes.
And let's give a shout out to my feet because they had blisters.
I know your feet were dying. We were actually right about to leave too because I was through with it.
And I were planning the escape. We were about to Irish dip on everybody.
That's how packed it was. Yeah, me and Candace, we were ready to dip. And
we were going
Bethany
to Chainsmokers after party. We were about to bounce.
Yeah, we were about to party, and then afterwards they had to have security walk us out because bitches were swiping at my neck. Like it was a lot of fun.
Wait, girls were swiping at your neck? I didn't know about this story. What happened?
Yeah, so like there were girls on
got in a fight in the casino.
Yeah.
We had to
Wait, no. I did not know anything about this. A fight in the casino.
A fight in the casino. Yeah, they almost tried to kick us out, but we had to tell them who we were, and they let us stay.
Wow. Jesus.
It was
wild.
So
wait, which girl tried to touch your neck?
We're joking, bro. Calm down.
Oh, I thought that was for real. Hey,
No,
but hey, shout out Shout out to this.
What's
shout out to
funny
this.
is you're talking
Hold on,
about your feet hurting,
Shout out
and
to this
this
photo real
whole
quick.
time I've been stretching out my new pleasers wearing socks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wear socks as well to do mine. I'm like, or put a
Why?
What is it?
Why is my face looking like that?
Can we all just appreciate this photo?
Who's the girl to the left of you, Michael?
That's Bethany.
Oh shit! My bad.
Look at Candace like, this ain't happening. Candace saw the warning sign. Candace saw the red flag. Okay, speaking of which, I have a new red flag. Every week, this is another segment I want to do every week. Red flags, okay? I have a new red flag. If you think that Kevin Hart is funnier than Dave Chappelle, I want nothing to do with you. Get the fuck out of my life. I have no use for you. Yes, I met people who think Kevin Hart
not funny.
He's
not funny at
Very
all, bro.
Okay, let's calm down with Kevin Hart's not funny. He's funny, you guys. All right.
He's got short man syndrome.
He's funny.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna say real quick that Kevin Hart, despite what he says, y'all cannot cancel him because I'm gonna.
Oh, I agree.
Wait, who's canceling him?
Because there was people.
I'm not saying he's not funny. No, of course, because he said that.
About like.
I don't think his stand-up is funny. I think that he's funny though.
I think he is funny, and you know what? I have a lot of friends that personally do business with him and charity work with him, and they.
I did ride along too with him. We worked together, and I think he's hilarious. On and off, like in front of
I'm
the
not saying he's not funny. I'm saying his stand-up is next to useless. He's
That's
really
what
funny
I'm
in all
saying. I don't like his stand-up at all.
All of his movies with The Rock are hilarious. He's really good because he can be funny. But this formulaic thing where he repeats his punchline 7 times in a row and he just says it louder to try to be funny, it's not good. And the reason why I say that is because last night we watched him and Chappelle, and Chappelle is like the most effortless, gifted comedian I have ever heard in my. There is no joke he doesn't tell that's not funny. Every single one of them is hilarious. So anyway, I just want to bring that up. That's my red flag. If you
say Kevin Hart is successful in his own right, and I'm not going to take that away from him because you know what? And I know how he stands as an individual because I have a lot of friends that do business with him and charity work with him, and I think he's funny. And you know what? I laugh at my own damn jokes. So maybe y'all just don't have a comedic bone in your body.
No, that must be what it is.
No,
I don't have a comedic bone in my body.
I watched that little like mini series he did on YouTube where he did like a bunch of stuff like athletic stuff or whatever, and I thought he was hilarious in that. I just don't like his stand-up.
On Netflix because he just dropped a new one where he did it at his house.
No, we watched it. We couldn't make it through the first 20 minutes.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was great. Y'all are on some other shit.
I can't give a professional opinion.
I'm not saying he's not funny. I'm just saying I don't find his stand-up funny.
The point is that he's not funny. That's not the point. The point is that he's not as funny as Dave Chappelle. That was the point.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying, don't say he's not funny.
Yeah, no, he is funny.
Okay. That's like saying Rick Smits is a good center. He was a good center. Rick Smits is not better than Shaquille O'Neal. That's what we're trying to say. And that's about the comparison between Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. It's Rick Smits versus Shaquille O'Neal. That's about an even comparison.
Like earlier this year, or was it last year? I don't remember. People were trying to cancel him over a comment he made about his son.
Correct. And I agree with that. And we talked about that on the show. There's listen, when the Proud Boys or dumb people get on TV and say shit, you know what that does? Hey, is a big right flag. I don't mind if the Klan has a rally. I don't agree with what they stand for, but now I get to know who's in the fucking Klan. That's better for me. When people make stupid comments about themselves on Twitter or stuff like that, that's good. That allows us to identify what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem. Of course, I would have no issue with it at all. Now, what he said in that instance, he didn't even really make a homophobic comment other than he said that he would whip his son's ass if he was playing with a dollhouse. That's it. And then he apologized for it. But the problem wasn't that he apologized for it. The problem is that when he wanted to host the Oscars, they wanted him to apologize for it again. And he already apologized for it. And he said, I'm not going to do that. And so they went without a host. And that was that whole thing there. All right, cool. All right. Any other red flags?
All right, cool.
I want to say bye. I have to go train, but I'll see you guys.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Liddy, real quick. Are there any red flags that you see in guys that you miss sometimes? What are some of your red flags that you see?
When they're like, oh, that's how it is.
They say that to you?
Or when they see, oh, I see how it is. Like if you don't respond quick enough or.
So passive aggressive. So men who are passive aggressive, that's a red flag.
Oh, and
Anyone who's
gaslighting.
passive aggressive, it's such a bitch move.
It is. Okay, cool. All right. Cool,
okay.
cool.
See you guys.
Oh wait,
Monday.
Liddy,
care.
I sent you a message.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check the DM.
Sarah, Liddy, yeah, I've been trying to message you for her. Message Sarah back.
Yeah, because it's someone's using your image for messaging other girls and stuff.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Liddy, like
And I
right
was
now,
like, I
you need to
cannot with
message
this
Sarah.
stuff.
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
trying to message you all day today. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Bye.
Good talking. All right.
Bye. Have
Real
a good
quick.
workout.
Hold on. Did we lose Katrina? Because I wanted to ask Katrina. Andy, what red flags? What are some red flags that you see in men
Ooh,
or
there was
women?
a specific one that I screenshotted. Let me find it real quick because it was perfect, and I was gonna.
All right. While she's found that, Christina, red flags. Go.
When they take 2 days to finally get back to you and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy. No, there's no chance you were that busy. It's because you were fucking another girl. And
Wait,
now
I
you're
do that
horny again.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm guilty.
Yeah, but that's because Sarah is fucking another girl, though, Sarah. So that's not a good example.
Sometimes.
Like you act like I don't hang out with you, girl. I'm not. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't bring girls around Sarah because then I fuck around have no girls no more. That's why.
Hey, I don't know what to say.
Okay, Katie, red flags, go.
So like passive aggressive thing leads into like gaslighting. And
Describe what you mean by gaslighting, because we have a different term for that in the military. Gaslighting means something else. What does that mean?
so basically like anything that goes wrong, the guy or girl will make it seem like you did something wrong even if they're at fault.
Okay, yeah.
Or like
that is
even
definitely passive-aggressive behavior.
insignificant little things, they'll just make you feel guilty for just like being you.
Word up. Okay. Hey guys, if you also have any questions for the girls, please right now I'd like you to raise your hand or type your question in the Q&A section, and then we'll get to your questions. All right, here we go. What's up, John?
Oh yeah. Probably before everyone else comes on. Last week, Katie was talking about how she thinks that sex from foreplay to orgasm should be an hour long. I thought that was a little bit too long, so I wanted to get everyone else's feedback on how long should sex last. Help other guys, get their dick game up, basically. Like how long should it be from start?
And whoever said there had to be a time limit on sex, you can have a quickie one day. You can, if you want to be like.
That's what I said.
Like, I have shit to do sometimes, bro.
No.
I can't be in the bedroom for like 2 hours, dude. Okay,
Right.
like.
I'm just going to tell you that I just follow instructions. That is the only thing I'm going to tell you. You can figure it out for yourself.
You can just feel the vibe, or like.
No, I ask direct questions and I follow instructions.
So Michael walks in.
So do you have somewhere you gotta be after this?
To let someone know.
But then, listen, I am a 43-year-old man. I ask direct questions and I follow instructions. That is how it works. Ready? Okay, Francisco, what is your question?
Transaction, Michael.
What'd you say?
When it becomes like a business transaction.
It is not a business. It is not a business
I
transaction.
don't think that sounds like a business transaction at all.
Everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy, and we can't read motherfuckers' minds.
Yeah,
so
but
I ask direct questions, and then I follow instructions. Now, what happens after that
Does
is up to
that
us.
feel good? Do you like that?
Hey,
Sounds like a business transaction.
Hey.
I like direct though. I like
It's like you're on a first date and you're asking like, "What's your favorite color? What's your favorite number?" Like,
no, not that shit.
That's not what we're talking
like
about.
during.
Candace. Okay, Candace, let me be a little bit more descriptive. Candace, I'm talking about like 45 minutes into sex.
Because I've been
Go ahead.
interrupted every single time I've tried to talk today.
Are you close?
Again, let me finish. My thing is okay, yes. Does that feel good? Do you like that? Like whatever, or like I'm about to come. Yes, all those things are going to determine how long it's going to last. But I'm talking about you're not going to go in and immediately be like, okay, I only got 15 minutes, so let's handle this right now. That's when I feel like it sounds like a business.
I wouldn't care. I am completely okay with that.
Well, when the woman says
questions
it.
like, am I slamming your head up against this window too hard? Direct questions. That's the things that I ask direct questions, and then I follow instructions. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Now, it's usually after a while.
Slamming my head too hard against something, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not.
I'm kidding. Okay.
And that's that on car sex.
My head because I was scared to say something, bro. Like if I walk out with a black eye, you're gonna know about it beforehand.
So it's an hour too long. It's basically what I'm asking. Is it enough?
On the day, if it's a Sunday and we're laying in bed all day and you made me breakfast or something, yeah, we could go for 1, 2, 3 hours. But if it's like I gotta be somewhere or I have a flight to catch in the next 10 minutes, let's make it fast.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you're gonna say that before. It's gonna be like, do you have somewhere you gotta be?
Candace, I love that. It sounds like you're making a direct statement, a non-passive aggressive statement like an adult, saying what it is that you want, because we are, those of us over here, us poor people with the X and Y chromosomes, we cannot read your fucking mind. So I appreciate direct statements. I am a 43-year-old man, and then I follow directions. That's the way it works.
How old are you?
I am a 43 years and 1 month. That is how old I am. So I know what I want, and I would ask that you know what you want, and then we don't have to have any question where later on you're insecure about some shit I was doing. You just tell me, and then everything is fine. I'm down to hear whatever. You're just not gonna stick. You're not sticking anything in my booty hole. But other than that, like I'm like, just tell me what it is that you want.
Things near the booty hole, just not in it?
Again, Katie, let's wait till you get here.
Hold on.
I'm not talking about that over here.
Question. Is
I have something to add to that.
Wait, sorry. Wait, Cisco, 1 second. Ladies,
right,
is it sus if a guy wants you to peg him? Yes or no?
Depends on how well I know him, first of all.
That's a solid
that has
no. Fuck
no. Andy, you're not answering the question. He asked if he's sus.
Is it
Hold
sus?
on. Wait, what? Who is pegging any fucking dude?
That's
A lot of people.
A lot of girls, yeah.
Wow, that's like
Cable. You have a homegirl. Cable, you have a homegirl. Her boyfriend. She's your friend. Her boyfriend comes up and tells her, "Hey, I want you to peg me from behind. I want you to put a strap on."
Your boyfriend is
No.
Stop. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Cable, a girl. You have a female friend. Your female friend. She has a boyfriend. It's like, hey, he wants me to have sex with him in the booty hole with a strap on. Do you feel that is suspect? What do you think? No, hold on. You got to unmute yourself. My bad, brother. Sorry.
No, that's not sus.
It's not. You don't think he's gay? You don't think he's gay?
I mean, he's probably not gay. He might be bi. Who knows?
I don't think it makes you gay.
1000% bi.
Wait,
Because
it doesn't make you-
if you're a male that likes a dick in your ass.
Did we get deplatformed?
Penis in their butthole. I don't know a single straight mother trucker in this area that is 1000% straight that would be like, you know what? Shove this fucking like hairbrush up my like.
Show me what they would want to do. Wait, Andy, what? Oh, sorry.
That's fucking no.
I have to say
he's gay.
He is the imposter. Is that what you're trying to say? He's the imposter. He's sus.
I've been with guys who are like totally straight.
What?
I've been with guys who are like totally straight and they don't want like penetration, but like they like not like, I don't know, they're
booty
not
play.
like afraid of getting
Booty
their
play.
butthole touched.
They like booty play.
What did the guy ask you to do a milk the cow?
Is that where you
I don't know what dudes you
like on the table?
But
no, it's where you the girl sticks like a finger or two from the back or whatever, and it's while you jerk.
Oh yeah, like prostate, whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna
The
say
prostate
it very
exam?
clearly. I do not want to be
Just make sure you're clean.
conversations. So I will be hopping off on that note. Thank y'all so much. Have a great evening.
Andy, we agree with you. Andy, happy Thanksgiving. We agree with you though, Andy. I was gonna say I agree with you.
I don't want to keep talking about that. That's kind of foul. Like I just don't want to talk about dudes getting pegged in the butthole right now when they're saying that they're straight. Like
yeah, I agree. It's us.
With what people
We
do.
agree with you, Andy. We agree with you, Andy, that we won't bring up that point.
I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about
So we don't have
in there.
Like, it's fucking weird. I grew up in Missouri. I grew up on a fucking farm. I don't need to fucking hear about milking dudes.
Andy.
I got a different question for you.
Hold on, time out. Andy, are there any other red flags that you said you were going to show us some red flags? What was the red flags you were going to show us?
Ooh, so I don't know if this is like a red flag, but I screenshot this and I really want to share it on Instagram.
Okay.
I know the people that be watching will watch. Dudes be like, sorry I ghosted you 3 months ago for no reason, but now I'm lonely and I know you have a soft spot for me. So anyway, can you send nudes?
That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing for a fuckboy to send to somebody. He must really care. I think he does that. Hey, ladies, just to let you know, the reason why he messaged you at 1 o'clock in the morning is because he cares about you. Is because he thinks that you're special. Just want to let you know.
Oh,
that.
I hope so.
The reason why he's not messaging you back immediately is because he's out busy thinking of ways to surprise you and make you feel special. That's the reason why he's doing that. Just want to let you ladies know that. That's what's actually going on.
He's out buying flowers.
Men
are so pure.
Men are so pure. Okay, okay, Andy, will you stay on and just answer a couple questions, and if you need to stay get off, you can. Hold on, let's go ahead, Francisco. Francisco, what's your question?
Yeah. In regards to the foreplay, our foreplay, what if you you give a girl like a good hour foreplay, but she's not letting you breathe, and then after she won't let you stick it in? What do you do then?
He said your dick's tiny, bro. Move along.
Yeah, Francisco, that's kind of a weird question.
No.
I would just move on. Bro.
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Francisco. Any other action other than move on is called sexual assault. So you got to dip. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, right?
But she's not even letting you breathe. Like, isn't that considered like wrong on her part?
Okay.
Is she sitting in your face? Like, why can't you breathe?
So this sounds like a personal problem.
No, she's just holding your head like right up there, you know?
You know what?
Sounds like she's a selfish bitch and she got her way.
Talking about this. I don't want to keep talking about shit like this right now. No,
Okay, we're not gonna talk about this. Johnny, what's your question?
Hey, so let's do like a round robin, like for the ladies. How do they like to be seduced? Foreplay.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Can we hold on 1 second. What did you say, Andy?
I love food. If you bring me food, that's the most romantic thing. Not wine, not beer, not apple juice, not hot chocolate, because y'all know I don't fuck with coffee. But if you bring me to a bomb-ass place, you're gonna get some. Not first date, not second date, though. Don't even fucking think about it.
25th date. We already talked about that, honey. 25th date.
Yeah, I don't buy that shit.
I got you don't get to hold my hand until 15. You get to meet my mom at 20, and when we don't do nothing else except we don't kiss until 25.
No, seriously though, like some of the best connections I've made with people is over food, and I think it's just.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, girl. As soon as you land in Vegas, we're gonna get that butter cake and go to Doghouse. That Doghouse is so goddamn good.
Oh, I make those now here.
What?
I took on that friend's Doghouse. Now I have the like Hawaiian buns with the sausage and whatnot. It's great.
Okay, is Doghouse not incredible though?
Yeah.
John, I can actually see your face. What is this?
No, John doesn't look like a ghost from 1947 haunting my ass.
I would like to compliment his hair. As another gentleman on this call who has good hair, bravo, my friend, bravo. I do enjoy.
Grazie. Prego.
There we go, man. If you ever need a nuclear physicist in Oregon, you got one right there for you.
With a new camera. With the new camera.
About time, man. Took some of that government money. Okay, the other question. There was somebody else with a question. Somebody else raised their hand.
So we're on the topic of food.
Time out. No, you go ahead, go.
Yeah, okay, so I'm actually doing the same thing as you in sex when I push her sorry, when I push her hand against the wall, and then when she's unconscious, I fuck her.
What are we doing, bro? Hey,
I fell
no. What are we doing, bro? No.
I don't want to talk dirty. This is a week we're all supposed to be
No. What are we doing? No, come on, man.
No Nut November just ended.
Oh my
that was a full nut.
What are we doing? No. What are we doing, bro?
For not reminding people of disappointments. Move along. That's for next week, okay? Go.
Hold on. Next question. Hold on. Somebody else.
So since we're on the topic of food and like Thanksgiving is coming up, like what is the dish you're all looking forward to, or you're like making and you're super excited about?
Fried
stuffing.
Fried fucking turkey.
What else? Anybody else got some dish?
I cook everything. I'm cooking the whole thing, so I'm excited because it's me.
I don't have anywhere to be for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Friendsgiving on Sunday, but I don't have anywhere to be on Thanksgiving.
Come to Huntington Beach on Thursday.
I have one member of family now. That's it.
Wait, no, what? I mean, maybe. Okay. Well, you do live close, so maybe.
I make spicy scalloped rutabagas that are so fire. Bomb.
Never heard of that.
You don't have to. I don't know what a rutabaga is, man.
It's a root vegetable.
Sounds like a car from the 1940s. All right.
Can we also just acknowledge that I fell off my chair from Gnome's comment?
That was really funny. You actually do the same thing.
Yeah, thanks.
No. Well, let's talk about that specific question on Thursday. Let's not talk about that right now.
Okay.
Here we go. Trey has a question. Hey, Trey has a question that maybe Andy can answer. Andy, when do you think COVID will be over?
Ha! Okay, well, let's see. So they've announced potential vaccines, and I've actually kind of had like a little insight on it because of just like some of the work that I do and stuff. Plus, also some of my friends have actually been in the vaccine trials, so I've been kept up to date about it and stuff. And so I don't know if that's going to have a real big impact on it. I think honestly, whatever happens in January, as far as after the inauguration, that's what we're really going to figure out shit. All I know is we cannot handle a mental lockdown. I know a lot of friends that are losing their businesses right now, but yeah, Walmart is fucking flourishing. The difference between going into my friend's small ass store and being safe versus walking into Walmart and people hitting you with their fucking toilet paper stacks, like, don't even get me on that topic because I'm gonna get fucking pissed.
Somebody stealing your toilet paper out of the bottom.
I think if you're hoarding shit and you have no fucking like medical issues, you're a fucking asshole. On record, on the period. But so hopefully, honestly, I really hope that shit starts to go back to normal. It has no like, I'm not even gonna relate it to COVID and stuff. I'm just gonna say I hope shit starts going back to normal because mentally, I talk to my dog more than I talk to people now. Like, I have full blown ass conversations with him. He's an insightful motherfucker. Okay. So
Does he talk back?
Normal. Huh?
Does he talk back?
You know what? He stares back, so it's okay. I know he's not judging me. And especially
I think Johnny was asking you if he told you to go kill people with a 38 randomly on the street. I think that was sorry, that's a 1977 joke. I don't know if any of you guys got
Michael,
that one.
we're not
Gotta be there, Mike.
But no, so I hope it's over soon for just the sake of a lot of my friends and stuff. I know a lot of my friends are suffering right now, and like, it's really sad. I just found out today and stuff that somebody that I knew from growing up actually passed away because they killed themselves. And so it's been very, very hard to like watch shit go down. Really?
Well, anyway, I want to say we're all thankful for you coming on the call all year. So I want to say, because I know you may have to leave. So there you go. And there's this, look, see my pocket square got on your boob and the necklace. I don't know where the necklace is, but congratulations.
Sure,
I want to say thank you for that.
Square under his pillow every night.
I don't sleep. I mean, oh, maybe. I mean,
Your
that
pocket
might
square
be
is
true.
kind of fresh, Mike.
It is. It's getting kind of wild there.
So
Okay,
I actually
cool.
got propositioned the next day for somebody to buy that necklace from me with their sugar daddy. Their sugar daddy offered me 30 G's in cash to buy that from me.
You take the money?
No, I
Did you do it?
I go get it. It's literally in my like drawer. Because
Take the money and run.
and like, so Pascal, the guy who actually made the necklace and stuff, he's Swiss. My family is all Swiss. So it's like, if you turn down a gift, and that's essentially how I looked at it, is if you give away a gift that somebody gave you, it is the ultimate slap in the face. You know what I told Pascal about that? You know what he fucking did? He laughed so hard and said, "Bitch, you stupid. I would have given you another one." I felt so damn dumb. I felt
I've never heard him actually say "bitch, you stupid," but yeah, I can believe that. I mean, he's actually he grew up speaking Lebanese. I'm not sure if that's exactly how he would say it, but yeah.
So I'm just gonna maybe that was a little Andy pizzazz thrown in there. I'm sure he was a lot nicer when he said it, but he was like, "LOL," like he laughed at me pretty fucking hard, and so maybe I pizzazzed that up a little bit. But
Hey,
no,
hashtag Andy rants. Hashtag Andy rants.
But yeah, I did get asked. Somebody legit came up to me and said, "My baby wants it." And this chick looked like she was 60 years younger. And he was like, "I will go up to the cashier right now and get 30 cash for you for that necklace." That's $10,000 more than what that thing is worth.
Yeah, wow.
Like, it was so wild and stuff. And then I was scared shitless. I hid in my room half the day. So
Now that is some value arbitrage right there.
I mean, I shouldn't have been walking around in it with like workout gear on. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go to the gym with my 20 necklace." Like
In heels.
that was so stupid. Like, but I had so much fun. Like, it was such a fun trip. So I am very thankful for all the people at Babes in Toyland, and it's introduced me to awesome people like Michael and Kim from Hooked on Fashion, Candace, Bethany. I mean, it's brought a lot of us together and stuff. So I really hope that stuff starts to go back to normal so we can have stuff like that again, because it benefits a lot of really cool stuff. And I would also like to announce before I hop off, I am now a part of the St. Jude Mid-Atlantic Committee, y'all. Woo!
Woo!
So I'm now working with St. Jude. So I'm super duper excited. I actually just got my little puffy jacket in yesterday, so I'm very excited. So.
Oh,
Congratulations.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I just found out this last week, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, Congratulations. Anybody else have questions? Any of the attendees, any panelists, if you guys have any questions for the, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a few blonde-headed white women on here. Oh, Liddy took off. All right.
Blonde-headed white women.
Yeah, just a few of us, except for Sarah.
We got
Sarah's
Nate on
also-
here. Nate, what's your question? I know you got one today.
Yeah, my question real quick is, what do you do with like people you hook up with that are inexperienced? Like, do you just not do it again, or?
I don't do it again. I'm not a teacher.
See, I would say some people just need practice and stuff, but some people, once you you'll figure it out second or third time. If you've given them pointers and they're not listening and stuff, they fucking suck.
Wait, do you know that they're experienced or just bad?
No, like I actually from first-hand experience, it just wouldn't recommend them basically.
Yeah, I know, but like, is it just because they're bad?
Just inexperienced mostly.
Nate, it's very confusing. What you're saying
with you or with everybody?
Nate, what you're saying, okay, we talked about this before, Nate. I need you to be a lot more specific if you're comfortable being more specific, because what you're saying is a very confusing statement.
Yeah,
if I'm really attracted to a girl and she's not good, I will help her be good. I don't understand your statement.
No, just like girls you're hooking up with and just didn't seem like they had enough sexual partners in the past to actually be fun, if that makes sense.
Okay, so don't ask them. Ask them what they want, and then
why are you giving them?
That's what God gave them hair on the back of their head for, to make them fun. What are you talking about, dude? I don't understand this question at all.
I don't get this. I was like thinking
God gave them a throat
good.
for a reason. What are you talking about? Not fun.
Nate is a self-proclaimed fuckboy. So what are you gonna do?
What do you mean self-proclaimed? It's never happened. I'm a very nice man. Goes to church. Always does the 10th date.
Wait, what denomination are you? I'm very curious.
Like religion wise, I went to church twice, if that.
Oh.
That actually.
Michael's class is not church. Okay, I'm gonna clarify that for better action.
What do you mean? Okay,
No,
Nate.
like what?
Nate, that's why they should be unconscious. Okay.
God
This is
damn!
exactly the
Noam,
same.
what are we doing?
thought that was like
What
he's
are
on
we
a temple.
doing, Noam? Noam, what are we doing, Noam? What are we doing?
I'm
It's
canceling.
okay, Mike. The laws are a little different in Tel Aviv. Their laws are different in Tel Aviv.
Well, they can't say no if they're unconscious. What are you doing, Noam? You can't. When you push their head out the window, you can't hear them say no. Is that what you're trying to say? No. I do not
just assume they're
concur
gonna
with
say
any
no.
of this.
Don't assume they say no.
Take one of the cars off the wall, smack you in the fucking head with it a couple times, because no, you are canceled. No.
got beef live on the air. Let's...
All right. This is beautiful.
We don't know. Not funny.
Hey.
No, I'm down, boy.
Bad, no, bad.
Yeah, where's the fucking water bottle? Like,
So how many are natural blondes?
So what?
If any.
I mean, I was at one point in my life.
Yep, same here.
I mean, we all were born that way. Like,
I can see that.
Oh.
I guess we're all blonde at heart, right?
he couldn't handle me.
I have like a mousy, like, I don't know. I don't like it. That's why I bleach my hair. It's not brown and it's not blonde, and
That's how my natural color is, and it's just it's terrible.
Does it get blonder in the sun?
Yeah.
Oh. Like how much?
Like, to be honest, if I was out in the sun all summer, I probably wouldn't have to get highlights.
So I have to ask a question, y'all, real quick. For a gift for Christmas, some of my siblings, because a lot of y'all know I have a shit ton of siblings. My dad is a fucking pimp. And some of them asked for 23andMe tests. We have, some of us had the same dad. Some of us have the same dad and mom, but some of us don't share a mom. We have the same dad, though. It's not like we're trying to figure out if one of our parents is lying. We're not trying to figure that out. Is that an okay gift? Because seriously, some of my siblings that are a little bit older now, they don't want fucking socks or gift cards and shit. Like my little sister, my oldest little sister, she's 22 years old and she asked me for that. She's like, I want a 23andMe test because I have one done.
What is
and
that?
I was like, okay. I thought that's kind of
It's like Ancestry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they can give you like
It's your
health
gene
stuff.
distribution.
Like,
So
I
it's-
really liked
it's
it. I got it as a gift, but I wanted to make sure, like, is this an okay gift to give my little sister? Because, like, not gonna lie, I don't want her feelings to be hurt when she figures out what side our dad is, because he's fucking. His family tree is all muddled. Literally, I have 6% that says unassigned. You know what that fucking means? It means you are so muddled, they don't even know what the fuck you are. They're not even gonna guess.
Part
So, I don't
Neanderthal.
want her to get upset.
No, if you're Neanderthal, if you're part Neanderthal, they'll tell you what percentage.
Well, if you're of non-African descent, most Europeans are 2% Neanderthal, because that's where they ended up dying.
We all have
The Europeans
Neanderthal.
ended up raping and eating the rest of the Neanderthals 700,000 years ago, and that was the end.
Pretty much.
I took a class on this.
Like I said, I just wanted to clarify, because I was a little shocked when my 22-year-old sister asked that, but I got it as a gift a couple years ago, and I thought it was cool.
Bro, I would be more shocked if she was like,
it's a totally appropriate gift.
I want a toy.
Yeah.
It's a
I
really
just had
cool
a friend
gift,
who did
you know?
his, and then he realized his dad wasn't his dad.
Wow.
So I was like, which I
Yeah.
kind of wasn't surprised with his whole family background.
Fantastic. So
I'm like,
about 11% of people, their parents are not who they think they are.
So, not gonna lie, I would really love if, not to hurt my siblings' feelings at all, but it would be wild as fuck if we found out that wild shit. But I don't think that's gonna happen in this case, because timelines, Air Force bases, small ass town, like
Right.
there ain't that many people you can run to. So, we think we know we have the same dad. So I just wanted to clarify and make sure that is an okay gift to give my 22-year-old sister, because I was a little shocked when she asked for that, but I think maybe she's asking questions and just trying to figure out. So I just wanted to ask. Thank y'all
Well,
so much.
I don't care whatever
I'd say
23andMe
it's totally
says.
fine.
He's mine. This is my son right there. I don't give a shit what 23andMe says. That is my son right there. You can ask whatever. He doesn't even have 23 alleles.
I'm making all my gifts this year.
I would love a PS5 for Christmas, but it's not gonna happen.
Somebody want to make me a PS5?
So what are you making,
List that
Katie?
I
You
got
like
of which
making
websites are going to be releasing it at which times, and they've been accurate as fuck. So if you want that list, John, let me know. I'll send it to you. It's just
I need the list. He has a PS5. I don't have a PS5, Andy. I need that list.
You know what's funny though?
Me too.
With those sites, like people have bots set up on them to buy them out first. It's really
I
fucked
know,
up.
but sweetheart, I can make those. That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah, help Michael.
So
please
what
help me.
Andy's
I wanna
saying
play
is she
PS5.
is the hook.
Okay,
So I can worship Jesus more and stop being out here in these streets. If I could get a PS5, if I could get a PS5.
My friend told me about this and stuff, because he's a contractor for a lot of the people that play for the Redskins. I don't know any Redskins players and stuff anymore that are in DC anymore. I used to know the coach's son. He plays video games with my brother, but my friend, he actually is the general contractor for a lot of their big ass houses. And he contacted me and was like, you know how to set up bots, right? Or you got people that do. I said, yeah, why? He's like, how about I split cuts with you? We jack up these prices for these PS5s, because these motherfuckers that are linemen and stuff will pay thousands for these like PlayStations. Oh, it's been bank. So I got mine. So
People are buying them for like thousands of dollars for real. I saw. Oh man.
yeah, no. So we buy them, we get the bots to buy all them and stuff on his card.
Yeah.
And then I help just like schmooze it a little bit. And I'm like, hey, do you want to buy a PS5? Like, we got it right here. Hello. And sure as shit, these fat fuckers do it. Woo!
Michael needs one. Sell it to Michael.
I'll wait a year.
But that's what I'm saying. Like these websites and stuff, I can give them to you. It tells you when all of the websites like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, because they're all dropping them now at different times. So
Trey, what was your question?
My question is like a little bit off topic,
Okay.
but can you catch COVID twice?
Yeah.
So there have been 150 cases reported, scientifically reported. Like obviously, there's been more people that said they've caught it twice, and the data is not out because it's very difficult for them to confirm that these people have caught it twice. Normally, what would happen
my friend
is
did, but he works in the ICU, so it's fine.
And it's hard for them to confirm whether it's COVID again or just influenza, and they still have COVID in their system.
That's the problem, Sarah, is that a lot of times these people are catching the flu and then catching COVID, and then they say they got COVID twice. As far as confirmed testing positive twice over the course of like 3 months, from my understanding, there has been no one who has done that. Okay. From what I understand, there's a lot of people who see Jesus Christ in a piece of toast and they swear to God as Jesus Christ. It's one of these situations where everyone's saying that they caught COVID twice. it doesn't really make sense biologically, but there are cases sometimes where people have weak immune systems. The antibodies are just not strong enough. The white blood cell count just cannot fight off. So in those cases, if you have a weak immune system, possibly you could catch it twice. But generally, the way evolution created your immune system is that once it fights off the virus, at that point, once that virus returns, it's almost like your immune system has a specific white T cell, I'm trying to think, a configuration to fight off that specific brand. Now, every year we may see a mutation in COVID like we do with influenza, but who knows? It's not really sure.
Yeah.
Trey, I think it's somewhat unlikely for you to catch it twice. Not impossible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't catch it once.
You're just asking for a friend? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
It's just like, hey, I had sex with this. I had sex with this hooker with no condom. Is that a bad thing? I'm asking for a friend. Is that what you're doing?
Is it like catching feelings twice?
Yeah. Now you can catch feelings twice. You do not get inoculated from that. The only way to get inoculated from feelings is called move to Clark County. That is how you get inoculated from feelings.
Okay. Mike, real quick.
Yeah, hold on, Johnny. What was your question?
What's that?
Go, Johnny. 1, 2, 3, go, Johnny.
So back to 23andMe, I just posted a link. The only thing you gotta be careful of, it's a great gift. The only thing is the cops can literally go into it and grab all the evidence they need.
Good.
Well,
Fuck them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you know what? You know what?
That's how they call the Golden State Killer.
I'm totally fine.
Sort of. They didn't get it from 23andMe, and they never
No, they
caught
got
the
it
Golden
from
State.
patriarchal
Right,
DNA,
but
right?
they never caught him. He was dead. The guy they suspected to be that killer was dead before they arrested him, so they never did arrest him. And to go back to what you're saying, Johnny, I was a member of the U.S. military, so they have a copy of my DNA on file and have had it for 20 years now.
I'm prior Army. They have all mine as well.
My theory is if my cousin wants to go do some dumb shit and somehow it's linked because I was like, you know what? I'm going to pay somebody to take my spit. Like, fuck them. They deserve it. Go to jail. Goodbye. I don't have to deal with you anymore. So I have no problem with that because you know what? That's how advancements in technology works. If this is how they're going to do it, fuck it. There's people like me that are willing to say, here's $100 and my spit. That's a genius business model. You know who probably came up with that? A girl who does not swallow. She said, you know what? Let me slap my name on it and send it in. And you know what? People will pay for this if I tell them that they're part Native American. Fuck yeah. Business model made.
Love it. That sounds exactly right. Definitely did not swallow. Exactly. I am sure that is the case. What was we have a question. We have a question here, guys. Amit is asking, what are your plans if COVID if COVID shutdown happens again? Amit's in, I believe he's in NYC right now. So what are your plans if COVID shutdown happens again? What do you guys think?
Stay in. I don't know.
Nothing. You don't have any plans, Sarah? Because if COVID shutdown happens again, we're in Vegas. They're not going to shut down anything.
It's Thanksgiving.
Nothing. People still going to go out.
It's Christmas. So it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorting out stuff here. It gets cold. We can still go do things, just not.
Sarah, I was literally at Sapphire and the Rhino last weekend. The strip clubs are open. No, nobody shuts anything down in Vegas. For the rest of the country, what are you guys going to do if there's another COVID shutdown?
I'm going to.
Huh? Andy?
Starting OnlyFans.
I'm coming to Vegas.
You know what? I'm still going to see my family and stuff. Y'all can call me selfish all day and stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm probably one of the most high-risk people. And it's like, so is my family. And you know what? We've all taken our precautions. We've all stayed in, despite me driving around and stuff. I do that for my comfort. Thank you. I'm not going to Home Depot every day. But I'm not going to let some dude who makes a different bankroll than what I do and is not paying my bills tell me what the fuck to do. And that might sound selfish as hell, but I'm not putting anybody else at risk other than my own family who's agreed to it. I'm not going out. I'm not doing dumb shit. So I'm going to go see my family and I'm going to live my fucking life. If my friends want to be stupid, go be stupid, do whatever, I'm going to judge you a little bit if you're being irresponsible, but you're not stopping me from spending time with my fucking family. There's no way in hell because they're my rock. Woo, no.
So it's a really interesting philosophical debate when you go back to think about what John Jay and Thomas Jefferson intended when they wrote the first 10 articles of the Constitution. And when they talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and specifically when they talk about the articles in the 10th Amendment, the difference between what the federal government can do and the state government can do, the intention of the state government was what we have now. The federal government does not choose whether or not you can marry somebody of the same sex. The federal government does not choose whether or not a certain city can have a handgun ban. The federal government does not choose the price of property taxes. And the federal government does not choose specifically how you deal with a pandemic. The state governments do that. And so in that case, I kind of agree. Dave Portnoy, who I don't think is always the smartest guy in the world, he had a statement on this, and he's like, just let us choose. Like at some point, we're going to have to choose. The thing that I noticed the most is the most draconian measures I've seen are in California, and the least draconian measures I've seen are in Texas. And you know what Texas and California have in common? Anybody? They both have 1 million cases. Both of them do. So the strongest, keep your mask on in between bite state and the other state where like they don't even wear condoms. Like these two states are having not quite, obviously it is a little bit greater in Texas, and the population in California is bigger, but around the same time they both hit 1 million cases. So I don't know necessarily. At some point, it's like how much water can you keep in your hand, and how many cracks in the dam are
then
there?
Even when the vaccine comes out, you can't force people to get the vaccine, right?
Correct.
And Mike,
So
what's per 100,000?
Huh?
Usually the metric you look at is cases per 100,000.
Again, I know it's fast. I know it's higher in Texas than it is in California. The point I'm trying to make is whatever California is doing still got them 1 million cases, Jonathan. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about wearing a mask. Wearing a mask. Wearing a mask is not, or the measures that they're doing in California is not taking the R naught to 0. It's taking the R naught down lower than it is in Texas, but it's not significantly lower. That's the point I'm trying to make. And so
because everybody's already gotten it there because they didn't take it seriously at first.
Yeah. I mean, so at some point, like it becomes a game theory situation. If Group A wants to wear a mask and Group B doesn't, it's like Group A and B are not wearing masks. Does that not make sense to anybody? If guy one is faithful to his wife and wife one is cheating, it's like both of them are cheating. It's the same. Does everybody understand? This is a simple. This is a simple prisoner's dilemma issue. It's a simple, like if you look up game theory, this is a prisoner's dilemma problem.
Oh my God! Do not even talk to me about game theory. I had a whole fucking class on that shit today.
Well, that's generally why the class is called game theory. All right, Rocky, what's your question?
Let's switch it up. I wanted to talk politics. What do you guys think of the fraud in voter fraud? How likely is this in Michigan?
Unlikely.
So
Really?
I'm going to say this. The amount of corruption that has on either side and will always happen is high because we put two monkeys up on stage in suits and we tell them to run the country. So I'm just going to say that there's corruption across the board. I'm not going to say whether or not I actually think that there is fraud going on or not, because at the end of the day, it's the government investigating itself. So you know who's like, it's kind of like looking in the mirror, or like that Spider-Man meme where it's a bunch of Spider-Mans pointing at each other. You know, it's like you're looking in the mirror and you're like, did you do it? I don't know. Did you do it? Like, so at the end of the day, what happened has happened. You know, if anybody's pissed off about the election, fucking take your knee already. Like, you know, just move along. Life will continue. You know, shit might change, shit might not. Who the fuck?
Just chill for 4 years.
So,
okay,
I mean,
so
it's like honestly, there's corruption across the board, no matter what. You can say about laptops, you can say about porn stars, everybody's fucked up in this race. So, and Michael said it from the beginning. We let two weirdos, these are our best picks. You know what the rest of the world is looking at us thinking? Y'all stupid. Y'all are all dumb.
I live in a country with 330 million people. That we have more Nobel laureates than any place in the entire fucking world. And I have to pick between these two rapists to see which one is going to be my fucking president. No, I don't care how much you love Trump. I don't give a shit how much you love Trump. You could have picked somebody with 2 PhDs who served in the fucking US military to be president. And we didn't do that. We didn't, because we sold out. Both of these fucking parties sold out. I don't care what you say. Guys, there is no way that you can sit there and talk about being progressive or anything else when you have two 74-year-old white men running for president. Stop it. You sound fucking stupid. You know what happened 12 years ago? You want to know what Donald Trump was doing? He was donating to Hillary Clinton's campaign. Stop telling me that these fucking guys are any different. They're the same fucking person. Yes, wake up, guys. For those of you who are like mad at Biden or mad at Trump, they have no, it's literally like the guy who walks into the room and say, hey, do you want $1 million? They're going to take the $1 million. It's not Trump or Biden's fault. They're just taking what's in front of them. You're dumb enough to vote for them. That was
Hey,
the
you
whole
want
issue.
to run for president?
Me? Yeah, I'm sure I do really well. I'm sure. Actually, no.
I'm sure you actually would.
Maybe at some point in the future. I know some pimp up in outside of Clark County got elected to a representative after he died. That kind of stuff is crazy. But yeah, man.
I don't know though, because Mike's inaugural speech is going to turn into a rant.
It might turn into.
Isn't that what all of them are?
I'll be the VP that's ranting the fuck off about people, calling them. They got me Mick fucked up.
No. So here's the issue. Here's the issue. I take pictures with a lot of women because I love women, but not just because I love having sex with women. Because most of my friends are women. A lot of people don't understand that, so I don't think I could ever run for government. I really don't think so.
But you would always own up to your shit.
This is the other problem though. Like this goes back to what I was saying before. There is, when you talk about loving women or wanting suffrage for women, it's so funny because there's this group of women that hates the rest of women. And it becomes very problematic because so many of them live in the Northeast. If any of you have ever lived in San Francisco as an attractive woman, you get made fun of for shaving your armpits. You get made fun of for looking like an attractive feminine woman. And these are the people who make up the rules of engagement on Instagram. And they don't like the fact that they use Instagram in order to grow their business. But as soon as the business grew up big enough, they want to turn Instagram into a political thing, right? They don't want you to show your cleavage anymore. It's unbelievable to me, the double standard they have there. And I'm telling you, the only thing that I can possibly come up with is like an absolute systemic like hatred for women. That is the only thing that I can come up with why Instagram behaves the way it does.
Wow,
Facebook doesn't give a
we've come so far.
And I just want to remove the whole like the two candidates for a second. And like right now we're like the two parties are spitting on one of the most sacred aspects of our democracy is that that we can vote. And like just having that fraud, the potential of fraud is delegitimizing our foundation of our society. So like shouldn't.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing, though. You can say whatever you want, Rocky. I don't give a shit if people want to say the election's rigged, because it probably, in some cases, I bet both sides did rig it. They didn't rig it enough to like change the outcome, but I bet in some cases it was rigged. Okay, but here's the thing, Rocky. Here's the real problem. Here's the thing you need to be asking yourself. Do you know why cryptocurrency is still around? It's been like Bitcoin was invented in 2009, and it's still around. People still invest in it. Do you want to know why? You want to know the real reason why? It's not the fucking Lamborghinis and the fake watches. There's an actual reason. Does anybody understand the science behind what it is? It is called blockchain technology. And what that means is, to this day, there has never been one fraudulent, unauthenticated Bitcoin transaction in history. Not one. Right. There's still fraudulent spoofing accounts with Bank of America or Chase Bank. That happens all the time. It happens where people steal your credit card and go to Chipotle all the fucking time. But you want to know what has never happened? One single fraudulent Bitcoin account, because blockchain can authenticate through several nodes about a transaction. Can anybody think of some government apparatus that could use something, whether you had authentication by millions of people, in order to ensure that there's no fucking fraud? Can anybody think of some government apparatus we could use this for? But you want to know something? Neither political party wants us to do that. A very simple solution has been presented to you. It would cost you next to nothing to implement, and it would allow all of us to be able to vote from our fucking phones, and there'd be no way to fraud the interaction. There'd be no way to do it. You wouldn't have dead people voting. You wouldn't have 12-year-olds voting. You wouldn't have any of that shit. But neither political party wants it. You want to know why? Because elections are too important. Elections are too important to allow people to actually choose who the president of the United States is. The RNC and the DNC gets to choose. Those are the only fucking people who choose. You want to talk about like Bush planned 9/11, or we didn't land on the moon, or all this other fucking these stupid QAnon ideas that people have. You want to know something? Your government allowed crack cocaine into the country into the late 80s and early 90s in order to fund the Nicaraguans to fight against the communists. And in doing so, they created a fucking crack epidemic in this country. And none of you talk about it. or barely even know that it fucking happened. There was a point in time where the Tuskegee experiment, where the US government was directly and specifically giving syphilis to African-American men to see what would happen to them. And they never fucking apologized about it. And there's no one who contradicts this. And Christopher Columbus killed 115,000 Inuit Indians on the island of Hispaniola, and we still celebrate his goddamn birthday. No, man, you want to talk about conspiracies? There's real conspiracies.
Happy fucking Thanksgiving.
Read a book. Read a book. You want to learn about real conspiracies? Read a book. Please explain to me why in 2020 property taxes still fund public education. Does anyone understand this? Why? Because you were born poor, you deserve a worse education? Is that how this is supposed to work? You want to talk about real conspiracies? There they are. Forget about Pizzagate and frogs turning you gay. Forget about that shit. There's real shit that's going on. Please explain to me how in the state of Texas, I was taught that the reason the Civil War was fought was not because of slavery. Please explain to me how we got away with that shit for 30 fucking years. You want to talk about real conspiracies? Those are the real conspiracies that we should talk about, but we don't talk about those. Instead, we talk about electioneering.
Bullshit, fake ass issues that people just want to whine about.
The best thing I ever heard, and I really need to, this is my inspiration right here to look at this. So the best thing I ever heard was Julian Assange. You guys know who Julian Assange is from WikiLeaks, right? Julian Assange, he had one of the best statements I ever heard. He was like, you motherfuckers are still talking about Bush Plan 9/11. I just gave you all this data dump of all these real conspiracies that are happening. And you guys are still stuck on this bullshit that didn't happen because you want to believe it happened, okay? You want to believe it happened. I'm looking, guys, and you want to know what I saw? Oprah Winfrey and fucking Ellen DeGeneres didn't ever go to jail like QAnon said they would, because it's bullshit. And you need to stop listening to the bullshit. You need to stop listening to the bullshit that President Trump was going to get rid of TikTok. He wasn't going to get rid of TikTok. You would know that if you had read the US Constitution, you would know that is not the case. But instead, because we don't read shit, we are a passive aggressive culture that lives basically on our fucking phone, and we don't investigate shit. We want to watch stupid shows. And when shows that are really good, like The Crown, come on, we don't want to watch those shows. We don't want to learn about aristocracy or our history or anything like that. Because when you don't know your history and you don't have an understanding of physics or mathematics, you are the easiest person in the world to fool. And then you go in and you buy, Forex. That's what happens to you. Okay. Sorry, my rant is over. I apologize. Sorry about that.
Hey, Mike.
I loved it.
2024.
Hey, real quick, Mike. So the only thing is, things might have changed like this election, but previously there was only one congressman, one who had a STEM background. Just one.
It's incredible. Hey, you want to know something? The funniest part is, like, we had a nuclear physicist for president. He was a terrible president, but we had one. It's Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was a Navy physicist, and for some reason he couldn't get out of his own way. He couldn't stop stepping on his own dick for the 4 years that he was president. Why? Like, obviously, I'm not going to use Neil deGrasse Tyson as an example because he was also accused of rape. But in general, why is it that we can't find? Dude, I served in the U.S. military with some incredible men who take care of their fucking kids, have 2 master's degrees, can fly an F-16, okay, never cheated on their taxes. And when you ask them a direct question, they say, yes, sir, and they give you a direct answer. Why can't I have one of these motherfuckers be president? I don't understand. I never understood this. Why can't I have someone who doesn't think shit but knows shit? I mean, that's the problem,
Carter was one
right?
of Rickover's guys too.
Huh?
And Carter was one of Admiral Rickover's guys too.
Yeah, but I mean it's just.
Let's
it
go
doesn't-
back to World War I.
Isn't it?
I don't want to
the-
go back to World War One because
Isn't
60
it-
million people died from Spanish flu during World War One.
Isn't it also because
Yeah, but
the
I'm just
voting
saying most
system
of the German
makes it so
army-
that a candidate has to go through the 2-party system to be actually
They don't
considered?
they don't have to go through the 2-party system, but they have to maintain a certain, this is the trick, Rocky. You brought up a good point. They have to maintain a certain level of campaign funding over a period of time. This is the reason why. Do you remember when what's his name? Kanye West suspended his campaign, but his name ended up on the ballot. What he did is he ran for president, suspended his campaign, so he did not have to maintain a certain level of campaign contributions. And then at the end, his name was still on the ballot, so he could get more attention because he's bipolar, so he needs the attention. He's histrionics. I think histrionic. Personality disorder is what he suffers from. One of the 4 type 2 personality disorders. But so that was the reason why that happened. So you're right. if you and I have a good idea and we just get on Twitter and Instagram and people keep listening to us, we can't actually stay. The debates won't count us, and we will not get matching funds from the federal government, because this is the real trick. The federal government will actually match funds. And then once you become the candidate for the RNC and the DNC, you actually get a Secret Service detail that goes around with you, and you start getting assistance from the US government. They will only do that for the two political parties. You're correct. The Tories and the Democrats. Sorry.
I vote for
I went
whoever
back.
invented these
Tories.
eye gels, because you know what? They are working science on my face right now. So I will
Andy,
vote
what
for
those
that.
do?
Well,
Andy?
are they real thing? I thought it's a filter, something like that.
Oh, no.
Oh, you thought it was a filter?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Oh, Pixie, hell yeah.
They're so, oh my God, you get so many, by the way, for like legit $15. There's like 60 in here. So I was
Is
like,
that
you know
work for
what?
guys too?
On this call,
Yes.
and this is my normal.
Yeah, of course. I think guys should put more effort into their skincare routines.
I'm telling you,
Sorry to change the subject, but
y'all.
No, change the subject. Hey, I'm grabbing a Bang Energy. So Andy, keep going. By the way, we have one more story to go over, and it has to do with Rockstar. Give me 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, sorry, Jesus. But no, so y'all are cutting into my self-care time, so I decided to stay on for a little bit and stuff. But yeah, no, seriously, take care of yourself. These are fucking bomb. By the way, you can order them on Amazon and no chick will ever find out. But you know what? When you don't have eye bags, like her fucking designer one she's rocking or the fake one she got from DHgate, she'll appreciate that. Take care of yourself.
Well, those get rid of
also
back in your eye.
wear SPF every single day. Even if you're black, wear fucking SPF.
Why?
So these help with like under eye
Skin damage.
You get it when you wake up in the morning, and they have caffeine in it and stuff, which actually help with wrinkles. It helps with pores. So if you have large pores on your face, gentlemen. This also helps if you have oily skin, because it helps replenish your skin. Even if you have oily skin, it actually helps with your oil production and slow it down. By the way, if you have oily skin, fun fact, you actually age slower.
Moisture rate.
Yeah. Well, so like I've been doing all right. Like I'm 47.
Yeah,
but
you look
at a certain
great.
point, I need to start using a lot more of that.
I would just say, seriously, get some eye patches and stuff. Put on some moisturizer and SPF. Do not use St. Ives scrub. It is some bullshit. Okay, don't use it.
The best face wash you can use is like the Simply stuff, like Simply whatever, and it's like $11.
I would just go with basic shit. Don't use
Even if you're black. Even if you're black.
I got like oil of Olay.
Seriously. Watch some Jackie Aina. She knows all about that.
Girl, I am so oily. You have no idea. This is the reason why I am 63 years old. I lied to you.
You know why they say
You need
black
some blotting papers?
don't raisin? Okay, it's Asian don't raisin and black don't crack. And it's because some of them take really good care of their skin. So hop on the boat, y'all.
Wait, so what are those called so I can check those out, Andy?
So they're called Pixie Detox Eye.
Okay.
You can get them at like Ulta, Amazon, like the drugstore and stuff, but you can honestly get any sort of under eye, like little gel patches, like any of them work. Seriously, because they all
And John, get an SPF.
I just said get these because it's so, you get so many, like there's literally 60 in here, and it was for like fucking $12.
What's that called?
I'm like, wait, but why SPF though? Like, I'm black. Like, the fucking sun's gonna attack me. Like,
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The sun can still damage your skin if you're dark.
So are you saying like why should you use SPF?
Yeah, I can't tell the difference like of me using
Okay,
it.
so SPF, it like the UV and UV, I can't remember the other one. UVB rays.
UVA, UVB.
Yeah, they break down your skin cells and your collagen production, so your skin doesn't turn over as well. So over time, you lose elasticity in your skin. So that's why it's so important. Your skin is the largest organ on your body.
Yeah,
there you go. It sure
Body.
is.
That's why they say to eat right, which is why they say to drink lots of water, because your skin
for
outwardly
some of us.
shows how your body is doing internally. That's the best way I can describe it.
Hey, Caesar, I meant to go ahead. I'm sorry. I meant to ask you, Caesar, if a guy wants to get pegged in the butthole, is that sus?
Dude, that's straight sus. It's not even sus. Sus is like that's suspect. No, fam, you were all the way guilty. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you bending over and taking that, there's only two people in this relationship. There's the giver and the taker. If you are now the undertaker, bro, then you are no longer suspect. You are the one who are getting got, bro. You were all the way guilty. Judge, bang the hammer.
Oh, I needed Caesar to spit some game from San Antonio for me. just to remind me where I come from real quick. Okay, cool.
Got you, fam.
I just love your voice.
Hey, gracias, baby.
So Andy Candy, that's Pixie
Drink your
Fortify. Is that what
water.
that's called?
Take care of your skin, y'all.
Is that Fortify from Pixie? What do they call that?
It's called Detoxify.
Yeah, I got it. It looks okay. I see it.
Yeah.
I like to keep mine in the fridge.
Speaking of ruining your skin and everything else,
They make
friend
them
of
like
the
really, really cold, and it's good for your skin because it helps close off all those like pores and stuff. So highly recommend after you wash your face. I didn't do it this time because obviously I'm on here, but wash your face with warm water. Once you wash it off and cleanse, put these bad boys on after you put them in the fridge, and legit it helps close off your pores and makes all that nice good stuff that's in here suck it all up.
How long do I wear it for?
Huh?
How long do you wear it for?
I wear them for like 30 minutes to an hour. I just chill with them and watch like an episode of 60 Days In because I'm really into watching prison shows lately. So
I love that show so much. My favorite part is when they get like the people to go in and then they're like, okay, you can't come out when you're in intake. And then the people have freakouts when they're in intake and they want to leave.
see, I watched what was on Netflix, which is season 5, and then I downloaded everything on my Roku and my Plex. So I watched season 1 last night. Like I went through the entire season, and oh my gosh, there was a guy on there who I don't know how the fuck, like I wanted to punch him. Like he was definitely like there to be a villain, but he legit made fun of the whole process, said that it was a fucking vacation. Then he ended up in segregation because he was about to get butt fucked. And like to put it very bluntly,
How come when you do it, Candy, it sounds so nice and pleasant, but when it happens to somebody in prison, it's just so fucked up. That is not romantic at all.
He was asking for it, and you know what? Like he was gonna be the pod.
So were you. I mean, what the
But
fuck?
so he covered up the camera, and of course that's like a big no-no in jail. So they took his ass to segregation, and then when they came back in after 30 days, and they're like, "All right, you're done with segregation. We're gonna send you back to general pop." He then acted as if he pulled a me. He said, "No, I'm sick." And if y'all remember my like worst sex story from a few episodes back and stuff, where I faked a back injury.
Wait, I didn't hear that one.
Wait, no, we never heard that one. You never told us that one. You never told us that one.
Wow,
Never told us that one.
No.
This was when I was in like college and stuff. So I have been dating this guy, and we've been going out for like a month and a half, right? And he was super duper awesome, really, really sweet guy. And I was like getting amped up. I was like, when the fuck are we gonna do it? And so finally I go over to his house, right? And this motherfucker, I like had something sexy on underneath. It was fabulous. Okay. I did good. I get down and then he pulls it out. And I swear to God, this is probably why I'm such a big proponent of Manscaped, but this mother trucker had a fucking jungle and I could not find his dick. So I faked a back injury to get out of
Wait, before it started or like during the sex? Like,
no, so like he like legit like pulled his pants down and that's all I saw. So then I just grabbed my back.
He's like, oh fuck.
Well, yeah, so I faked a back injury, like I was like spasming and shit. And I was laying on the bed and like he's a police officer, so he was like super attentive and was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And like I was literally gonna fuck the law, but not anymore. Nope.
That is.
I got all the guys at my work to start narrating their butts.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so literally, this guy, like, instead of like us doing it and stuff, instead then we fall asleep next to each other, and he was so like he had such a fuck sleep schedule. This was so bad of me. He had such a fuck sleep schedule because of his work hours that I slid out in the middle of the night and I never spoke to him again.
Holy.
And I talked about
them
it.
big old clippers. Did you ever tell him about it?
No, so okay, so fast forward.
Katie, is that my grandma?
Katie, is that where you put his grandma?
That my grandma over there?
Is that where you put Noam's grandma?
What?
Dude, Noam is on some Anthony Jeselnik shit today, man. Here come the dead baby jokes, bro. They are coming.
Okay. You guys know what's the difference between a baby and my wife?
I don't want to know.
What's up?
I don't kiss my
One
wife
came
after
out and
sex.
one goes.
Oh my God.
Hey, what?
Oh, damn.
Damn. I'm not replaying that. You're going to have to go
Noam
back
is
and
a
watch the
predator.
episode. No, he's a pederast. He's not a predator.
That's
all right.
But no, so I didn't actually ever tell him why I dipped out. I never spoke to him after that. And then fast forward a few years and stuff, I interviewed for Playboy Mexico. I was in Mexico doing my Playmate tour, and I said it on their live. I didn't realize he had been following my social media up into this.
Oh shit.
So they asked me what was my worst sex story. And I said, oh, I got one. This is fucking great. Like I dipped out of sex, you know, and I told him the whole story. This guy calls me. I'm in Mexico and he's like, damn, I just thought like, he didn't know what to say, but he just called me and I just felt so awful. But he's like, you know what? I just wanted to update you. I'm married now and I have 2 twins. And I was like, well, you found somebody. So there you go. But can I get my spoons back, by the way?
Spoons?
Congratulations. Your wife found your penis? Is that what you said? Your wife was able to find it?
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's better than having a man fupa.
But you know what?
what?
Now I found out because I work with Manscaped so much and stuff. Like, you know, this is why, like, I think I'm super passionate about helping the cause. Is they told me that he actually used my code to buy the Manscaped trimmer.
Hell yeah, man.
Wow.
They should be
That
telling you
is
shit.
amazing.
Crazy. Wait, what's a man fupa? Hold on. What's a man fupa? What is that?
So fupa, you know what that stands for?
Front upper penis or vagina area. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, it stands for fat above pussy area.
Same thing.
But
so it's like when a guy can't see his ween.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you gotta
so-
lift up his tummy.
Right. Have you ever
To
had to do
find
that?
it.
Have you ever specifically had to do that?
Thank God, no.
Wait, hold on. This is a great segue because Michael always talks about guys having to be physically fit. So, ladies, how important is it for a man to be physically fit? You know, in terms of attraction and dating, all that stuff.
As long as you're not like
I like dad bod.
like yeah, so like dad bods are fine as
that's
long
why I
as
don't
you're
have a
not
choice.
like bordering obesity or like obese, like because the line is very thin now. But just don't have a belly that I have to go like this.
All right. How about you, Christina?
I've been cheated on by dudes with dad bods. I've been cheated on people with 6-packs. So I look at it as if you're gonna get cheated on, you might as well go for the 6-pack.
I love you.
Yep.
Dude, I just want to go hug
Christina is,
Christina.
like,
Like, I want to take
most
Christina out.
depressing view.
I want to take Christina like to dinner at Mastro's in Long Beach just so we can make dudes jealous. Like I literally want to go there. I want to and just like pass you. It's just gonna be like a POV for me, and I'm just like passing you food, and you look so happy, and then you just post it on your IG and just like, who am I with? Just like piss every dude in fucking OC off. I just want to do an entire whole track of just making fuckboys jealous for Christina. I feel so bad. You do not deserve this woman. Move to Vegas where people are honest. Move to Vegas where people are honest and wholesome.
Really? The first fuckboy I ever met was from Vegas.
That's
He's the one who
crazy.
ruined me.
There is absolutely none of that going on here. I have no idea what you're talking
Christina,
about.
Christina, you should start a podcast and name it "Making Fuckboys Jealous" with Christina.
I would watch.
You can't. Like, I don't think I could make a fuckboy jealous though. They don't get mad. They just go find somebody else to fuck.
I don't know. Ask me.
No, you need to chill. We talked about this, Katie.
I have a question.
What's your question, brother?
Francisco, if it's anything sexual, I'm muting your mic.
Why is it bad if I say anything sexual?
Because you always take it to like the weird side. It's like I'm
What-
scrolling through TikTok and then at 3 a.m. it hits like the weird part where it sends me to like the illegal side of TikTok.
Wait, that's the thing?
Yeah, Francisco has a freak in him.
God, like I learned so much cool shit on that part of TikTok. I'm just gonna send them to you. Like I found some really cool, like interesting facts on that side of TikTok.
Please
But
do. I'm curious.
Well, when it gets to like the really
Wow.
weird conspiracy theories, you're like, where am I?
it's not conspiracy theories. It's just the illegal side of TikTok. It's like the black market, but it's like that on TikTok. And somehow it's allowed to stay up. But yet me in a fucking bikini is like, fuck you, Andy. Like, we don't like to see your chachis. Like, no.
Have any of y'all actually been on the black market?
I can't confirm or deny that.
No.
I will confirm it because, like,
Is it
I've
paved
never
with
been
silk?
on the dark web, or I've never been on the dark web, but I've been on the deep web.
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know what
So
that
the
means.
dark web is where like all the like messed up stuff happens, where there's like streams of like bad things.
You can hire assassins on the dark web. It's really weird. Like that's like
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty nuts, man.
Very, Very weird.
Yeah. So like the deep web is just like you download Torrid and then like you can buy drugs and like guns and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And it's a lot of like forums. So like my brother actually like downloaded it and then showed it to me.
I really want to hear
And he
Francesco.
was like, "Yeah, you want to buy some mushrooms?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
All right,
Like a few years
Francisco,
ago.
you're up. Nothing weird, bro. Nothing weird. No milk.
Well, actually, look. My question is actually for you, since you're the Manscaped ambassador. What would be like the trims? Like, what would be like the best way a man should trim it or whatever?
So I'm gonna tell you that it has no nip technology, which means it will not technically like nick your sack, but if you stretch it weird, it will, because I get bitched out by dudes in my DMs being like, "It nipped my balls." Okay, dumbass, you don't have balls.
Well, if you leave it all saggy,
did you
it's
guys
like
think
the same as shaving your legs.
Did you guys see?
I guess
Did you
you
guys
would
think she
know.
was going to say something? I thought she was going to say something else. I thought she was going to say like she was pulling on some balls and shaving them for the fucking company. For the company, I was like, man, that is some dedication, man. Hashtag ad for real, man.
No, but I do want to bring light to a very important topic and stuff that this month actually, please make sure, because it is November, that it is the month that we try to bring nut awareness. Please check your balls, dudes. And in the same statement, I'm going to say, please do not have a jungle. I do not want to go cutting through there. Okay. I want to be able to find you.
Well, what's a
So I would say
decent?
probably
So
less.
hey, no, so
I would say longer than a centimeter is probably too long.
So I'm going to admit something.
Here's
Go
how I
ahead.
compare it. I say a grain of rice or smaller. Like, I don't want to fucking, like, I'm sorry.
Oh, the hair, girl. I was confused as a motherfucker. The hair.
Michael.
Boy, I was like, girl, what the fuck is woo?
If I'm down there,
That's why we never worked out. Shit.
to get long trimmings in my fucking teeth, okay? Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't want to fucking kiss a carpet. I don't either. So
Also, like if they're like they clean shave and then it's like sandpaper, like how like when guys clean shave their face and it's like sandpapery. I don't want to like that either.
yeah, so that's why I say a grain of rice of hair. So a grain of rice or less, because you know what? Then it's not overly long, but it's just right, because it's like Manscaped's not going to get you completely like full clean shaven and stuff. It's not going to make it smooth like a seal, like y'all hear me talk
It's
about.
like any clipper.
Because y'all hear me talk about when I get my waxings and stuff. I want to be silky smooth as a fucking seal. I want to be able to throw baby oil and slide across my floor on my fucking pelvic bone, okay? Like, but I don't want my man to have that, okay? I'd like
Sliding on that pelvic bone. Fuck yeah. Hey, I'm gonna admit something I've never admitted before. Okay, so I started shaving down there when I was probably 15 years old, and I got made fun of a lot when I was in high school because every dude just let that shit grow like a fucking jungle. Oh, of course, guys, remember this is the 1970s, so obviously. So I'm kidding. This is probably 88, 89. And then like when I got older, everyone went to doing what I did. Every fucking body went to doing what I did. So I noticed that it's kind of a big deal. But I don't know. Maybe I'm the only guy who's like this. I don't understand not shaving. I think it's kind of fucking weird.
Well, not even shaving, just like maintaining.
Yeah.
So
right. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
It's simple.
Let's ask our resident nun, Harper. What do you think about this? What do you think about this whole thing?
Oh, it's just courteous. It's common courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to shave. I mean, that's a normal thing. I think I'm catching this conversation. I just kind of jumped in on it, but like, how did this all start? Like, is this a yes or no, do or don't thing?
So Andy works for. She is a spokesperson for Manscaped. And so we got into a conversation where when she did her interview for Playboy, she talked about a bad sexual experience where one guy had a jungle down there.
Yeah. It's a little rough. A little rough.
No,
I mean,
apparently,
literally rough. There's a lot of
apparently it was
friction.
exceptionally rough. Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a
a
bullet.
lot of friction. I mean, like it's not good. Have you ever had severe carpet burn, like been dragged across the carpet? Now imagine trying to get off and you're almost there and you're climbing, but you're like, damn it, I'm getting cut into right now. And then you legitimately have rug burn the next day and you probably didn't even get off in the process.
Does anybody recognize that? Gentlemen, you are actually causing rug burn on women's vaginas by not shaving. I think that is the message that we all really need to send.
I'm gonna send you my fucking like medical bill as well as my, you know, my depuff eye bill, because I'm having those down there to depuff the fucking area. So just don't be inconsiderate.
Depuff your vagina. Okay, got it. That's awesome. I'm glad that we're talking about that. Hey guys, do we have any other questions? I've already started the rain energy part of the show where I start talking really fucking fast. Before I forget,
I got a question.
Real quick before we go into the next thing, give shout out to a friend of the show. Rockstar Energy CEO just sold the company to, I believe, Coca-Cola for $4 billion today. Is that right? Yeah, Russ Weiner. He sold the company. He's actually friends with Kim Hennessy. Who is obviously the founder and CEO of Hooked on Fashion. And so she wanted me to shout that out. So it looks like Rockstar Energy drink ended up getting sold here, and it looks pretty good. We got a new billionaire in the house. That's awesome. What was the question you had?
Okay, so the next question, and this is really important, is what is my next nail color? Is it light blue, dark blue, red, dark red, black, white, or like metallic silver?
Metallic.
Harper, what do you think? I'm gonna let Harper just jumped on. What do you think? Which is the best color here?
I like a light blue and metallic mix.
Ooh. My girl.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I mean, this is kind of made, it's sort of out of something glittery. I'm not sure how well it'd mix.
Are you going out somewhere?
No, you paint it over afterwards.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, you need it to be festive.
really
It's the
covered.
holidays.
Yeah.
So do the blue and then do like the sparkles on like a few like fingers.
Or you can take like a paper plate and pour some out from each one and then just use the brush to swirl it around and then paint like that. So it's like an actual mixed color.
Marble.
Johnny, what's your question?
Hey, who's got a good idea on like the best body blade? We're doing like straight up razor.
That's body blade. I use Joy for women.
I'm so confused. What, for like shaving like your legs?
For shaving everything.
Barrel thing.
Oh, Flamingo. Flamingo's really
But
good.
these are women's brand. For men, I would say Gillette, or a new one I've seen is Harry's. I've seen a lot of ads for Harry's lately.
Some craft scissors.
Craft scissors. There you go.
Yeah.
But also the Philips
A steak
razor.
knife. A steak knife.
The Philips razor that's like green. And you can put the things on it. Like the...
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
No, it's a Philips razor, and it has a green handle, and it has like the different like tips you can put on it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm dipping out.
So the commercial.
Hold on, but before Annie dips out, we have one more question. Of everyone who's on the panel right now, I'm in a gallery mode. Who is the most sus? And I'm talking about from an imposter standpoint on Among Us. Who is the most sus out of all of us? Who do you think?
John.
You think John's the most sus? He's pretty sus, dude. If you ever played with him, this motherfucker fooled the shit out of me the other day. Andy, do you play Among Us, right?
Yeah, I do.
Are you always the imposter?
No.
Are you any good at it? You've never played with us. We have an Among Us group. You've never joined us.
I know, I play with other people.
Yeah, but you would rather not play with Katie and me and Christina? Like we're not, and Harper? We're not cool enough?
I mean,
and John?
I play with the people that introduced me to it. So like I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah, sell them out. We're way funnier. I promise you. There's a lot more screaming, and we have new rules. We have different rules for our games. Each game has a different rule. It's really fun, and then you have to drink.
Gnome is also really sus though too.
Yeah, Gnome is sus as shit, dude.
No, when I'm the imposter, you know it, guys.
The most sus in Among Us.
Okay, but I'm never the imposter though. That's the problem. But so when
I'm
I
so
am,
innocent.
Michael talked with so much certainty that anyone can fucking believe this guy. He
yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem. I was like, guys, obviously it's Andy. Obviously Andy killed him. Guys, shut the fuck up. Obviously it was her. Just go ahead. No, vote for her. Vote for her. Like that's how I am every time. That's how I win. Yeah, you're right.
Do the
That's
test.
correct.
Do the test.
Do the test. That is absolutely.
Guys, well,
I'm going to get some soup.
I hope everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving.
You too, Andy.
Bye, Andy.
Happy
Love you.
Thanksgiving,
Happy Thanksgiving,
Andy.
Andy.
So Andy's
Bye,
gonna dip out.
Or have
Check your balls. It's check your balls month. Make sure you guys, if you have a third ball down there, time to get checked for cancer. That's right. That's what we're doing.
Bye,
Check those balls for cancer. Take care, guys. Don't be like Neil. Don't be like Armstrong. What's his name?
Lance.
It's Armstrong. Don't be like that. Okay, ready? This is gonna be the end of the show. Keep it real.